let's go. We've been waiting all year, and we're so ready for this. We know why we all came here. Cause you don't wanna miss. We got some new tricks up our sleeves. Time to give them what they came to see. Let's give them something to remember. We can give it all that we got tonight. We're not going home till we win the fight. So let's put on a show. Let's give them something to remember. We can leave it all on the floor tonight. We're not going home till we win the fight. So let's put on a show. All eyes on me, so when they can see that we are so incredible, let's take a chance and make this story will be unforgettable. We got some new tricks up our sleeves. Time to give them what they came to see. Let's give them something to remember. We can give it all that we got tonight. We're not going home till we win the fight. So let's put on a show. Let's give them something to remember. We can leave it all on the floor tonight. We're not going home till we win the fight. So let's put on a show. Let's go. We got some new tricks up our sleeves. It's time to be who we came to be. Cause the fire's in our eyes and our name's in the light. And everyone's watching us tonight. They came for the show and we're not gonna go home without a fight. Let's give them something to remember. We can give it all that we got tonight. We're not going home till we win the fight. So let's put on a show. Let's give them something to remember. We can leave it all on the floor tonight. We're not going home till we win the fight. So let's put on a show.
Are you ready to face the unknown? Take my hand, 'cause now it's time to go. But don't you worry, together we're home. We all made a home where we showed each other love, 'cause together we're even when we're far away, it feels like we're night, 'cause together we're home. Together we're home. It doesn't matter where we all came from, 'cause together we're home. Together we're home. Together we're home. It doesn't matter just how far we go, 'cause together we're home. Came from far, far away just to make our mark. Each with our hopes and our dreams, but we're not apart. We got each other, and together we're home. We all made a home where we showed each other love, 'cause together we're even when we're far away, it feels like we're night, 'cause together we're home. Together we're home. It doesn't matter where we all came from, 'cause together we're home. Together we're home.
Hey, good evening. I hope it I'm having some technical difficulties tonight, but I hope everything hangs in there. How is everybody doing? It is a late one. 11:30. I slept half the day. Not proud of it, but it happens. How is everybody doing? Talos Principle. Oh, cool. I'm just seeing that Prime Gaming on Twitch has the Talos Principle. It's not bad. I'm gonna have to download that. I don't know if my computer can play it. I should. I don't know if I can stream and play though, but we'll see. Oh, there's a ton of games I have to download. Damn. Cool. I didn't realize that like there was. I thought they gave away like some of these big games once in a while. Like they gave away Destiny content and stuff like that, but there's like 25 games I gotta download. Holy. It's hot in here. One second. Lights everywhere in here on the computer. But it's a blizzard outside right now. And I battled anyway. All right, speaking of battling anywhere, what do I do? What do I do? Do we just stick with the Bidoof Thorns Dragapult line? Or do we try to work with something else? I feel like there's a lot of... I got a lot of cards in front of me. There's a lot of Dragapult going around. I'm trying to think of what the best way to kind of... I don't want to say counter it is, but... I mean, maybe we just do something silly, you know? I don't know. I got the Flareons coming. I got an Eevee coming. Or did I get the Eevee? I gotta go through all these playables that I've ordered that have shown up in the last little while. I gotta sort this out still. Maybe we, I don't know. Anyway, all right, where are we here? We wanna... I'm just waiting for the page to open here. Okay. Looking at Limitless, and the top decks listings are still Reggie, Charizard, Guardy, Cloth, Lugia, Snorlax, Stall. Makes sense. Now, I'm wondering if we try to go into a different direction. You know what? There's just going to be a lot of this. There's going to be a lot of Dragapult with Bidoof. We see some Lugia. We see some Guardy. We see some Regidrago. Some Charizard. We're not seeing a lot of Raging Bolt right now. At my locals. Goldingo, not so much. You know, Bidoof's kind of really locking everybody up right now. I feel like I want to try this Flareon deck. I just don't have all the pieces from the mail yet. I'm still missing a Flareon. 2 Flareons? I think I only ordered 1, and I have another one to order. But you ready? You were putting in that card, so let's go. I can't turn this anymore. Damn. Okay. What do I got here? These are all Surging Sparks. Got Pokestops, the Lugias, the Guardies. There's some 151s we ripped in here as well. I got a poke, actually. It's in here. Where is it? There it is. We got a hit at the store the other day. We did a pack battle, me and Jag. Hit the Bills transfer. Let's go. Okay, let's sleeve that bad boy up. Put the 151s back in a. More 151s. Oh yeah, we hit the hollow energy too. Throw those. Yeah, they already know. You got the 6-7 victory road.
Oh, the legends are told of the heroes who won the hearts of the world. They were born champions. The deep
Sleeves out first.
and the word of them spread, and they vanquished their foes. Wherever they tread, they came for the glory, they went for the fame. They'll go down in the books. We'll remember their names. Can tell as they fight, my look in their eyes.
We got 4 Guardy. I don't think we need 4 Guardy, but I mean, just for it's bucks. $2 a card. Why not grab all of them for consistency's sake, right? Okay, so we got some double turbos here. We got the Vidoo. There he is. Some extra Poke Gears. You know what? Let's start separating by Pokemon. Because we got Poke Gears, we got some Poke Stops. I don't think we're using the Poke Stops for too much longer. They're getting rotated out, and I don't foresee a reprint, as that is a it's a Pokemon Go card, right? So I don't think they're gonna reprint that. I'm just trying to get this tape off of this Flareon here. Bam. So I do want to run this Flareon deck eventually, or some form of it. I think the evolutions are gonna get a lot more use after rotation happens. Got 2 Archdons. I think I have another one coming in the mail. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I did. Take that off. I got a lot of stuff I gotta sort here, that's for sure.
I'ma tell you about the come up, how I learned the game. Every challenge that I faced, how I earned the name. Nobody said that it was easy going for the
We got the
gold.
Brilliant Blender. Let's throw that over here in this stack.
Run the race, yeah, I'm here to go far. Here to take names, here to be a star. And when I finally make it, I'll be at the top. Best of the best. Yeah.
Hey, Reed, how you doing? Welcome. I'm trying to sort the sea of... I have too many cards. I gotta sort out. It's crazy. How you doing? Welcome. I've been playing Destiny all week. We got a bunch of hits here. We should probably put these in the binder or something. How are you doing? How's your Saturday? I worked today. Only half a day. But still had to go to work for a bit. I didn't have to. I'm good. I'm good. I'm still getting over sickness. We got some Rotoms. Some VMAX Rotoms. I don't know if we're going to make that a deck anymore. I don't know if we're going to play that. These got to go in a binder. These are Stellar Crowns. Yes, they are. How are you? It is snowing like crazy here. How about where you're at? I hope you guys are staying safe and staying warm over there. It's crazy over here. So they gave me a Dialga. Oh yeah! I got a Meowth and a Blaine's Ponyta with those cards. With that card. That's cool. They gave me some extras. Take it. I love this Meowth card, personally. The Jungle Meowth. Fantastic card. I didn't even pull them. I own these already, but you know what? It's just cool to see them again. Yeah, we'll get that in a stack here. Because these are like playables. I'm trying to sort, again, as always, you know. I gotta, like, stuff that's going in the sets, I guess. Oh yeah, these are all... This is set cards right now. I don't know about that. Yeah, you know what? I should designate it all as set, and then figure out what doesn't go in, like what's doubles already, right? That makes sense. They gave me some free sleeves. Okay. I'll take it, I guess. And a splitter. Divider. That was a nice hit. It's a very cool card. I gotta get some of this in the binders for sure. Promos. These are really nice promo cards, actually. I like them. We got a Pokeball Turo scenario. Bunch of Pokeballs. Should probably get this stuff in. Oh, bro, I kind of want to play the Crispin. Just to bling it out. Like, it's a nice card. I should probably get some of this stuff in the binders. Energies. Let's take the energies out. So usually a binder like one of each energy. Paradox. See, that's the Paradox Rift one, not to be confused with the other one I just had, the Sandy Shock there. This one. The same card. Basically. Where'd he go? Yeah, it's the exact same artwork. Blitzel, Swablu, Altari. Oh, I gotta get this in the book. This card's gonna go up. And there's another freaking Wug Trio. The Wug Trios! Yeah, just that Wug Trio again. It is Temporal Forces. Okay. Oh, and the Eevee. There it is. There's another playable one. We need that Eevee. It's going to be good in this deck. Now, I'm wondering, for this deck, if maybe we run, like, 2/2 line of Noctowl and throw 2 Badoos in the mix. Where is my... Hey, how you doing? I can't even read that. Why does my dad hate me? That's right. How goes it, man? How you doing? Welcome. How you been? Where's my drink? I'm trying to sort shit and figure out what I'd like to play. I don't know if I'm getting anywhere. Oh, nothing. I've been playing Destiny all week, and I'm gonna play cards tomorrow. I just kind of want to get some practice, sort my stuff out, you know. Put those promos in the stack of promos. God, what are these ones? What do we got here? I see a Relicanth. Is this a pack I opened? I have a mess. Yeah, Paradox. I have a sea of cards here. Like, I have to clean. It's crazy. It's a problem. I have a problem. There's a lot of fucking cards. There's even more behind me. So we're trying to put some work in here at least. There we go. What is this? Relicanth. It's just the Temporal Forces pack. Okay. I'm trying to at least get through a stack of Surging Sparks here, so I can have some more room. All for completing sets. I guess so. You could say that. It's just because I open a lot of shit. I don't know. These are gonna be playables here, like maybe I'm thinking about the Guardy deck. I don't know. I haven't ever played Guardy, so maybe we give it a shot. These are just extra hollow energies I pulled. Lots of psychic hollows. Maybe we throw them in the Guardy deck. Maybe. But I don't know. I think in terms of completing sets now, I think I just might buy singles. I think singles is probably the way to go with all this madness that's been happening. Besides that, I don't know what to think anymore, man, because I don't really want to spend money on all of this stuff at absorbent prices and then the prices all tank again. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much hype around shit. And it's all inflated. I mean, like, I heard Pokemon prices have gone crazy recently. They have. And it's because there's just scalpers. It's just mad amounts of scalpers that have no interest in the game or playing or anything at all. They just want to keep stuff away from the people that do plan on playing it or collecting it because they can make a profit now. It's no different than like Amiibos and Skylanders and pop figures and Star Wars Black characters. It's literally the same thing. They finally sunk their teeth into Pokemon cards. You know what I mean? Like these aren't different people. The people that are doing that are the people that have been doing that in different avenues of hobbies forever. There's no other way to look at it. They didn't like even shoes, bro. Even people do it with shoes. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I've never played Magic, so I couldn't tell you, right? But I went and played the Gundam card game, the pre-release, and I had a lot of fun with that. And even that, the prices, because it was just a beta trial of the game, the prices on the cards that were pulled are crazy. Like, I have, at least for the eBay values that are sitting online on eBay right now, I have like $800 or $900 worth of cards pulled from the $100 box. Like, no, there's no way. It's not worth that much. It feels like there are more Magic-like investors rather than scalpers. Yeah, well, I think that's what's happening with Pokemon, right? People are, quote-unquote, buying to invest, but they're really trying to long-term hodl, and the hodl term is from crypto, hold on for dear life, right? They're long-term hodling in hopes to sell it ultimately, in which is scalping. It is scalping, right? Like, if you're buying everything up as much as you can to then sit on it to increase the value and then to sell it, it is essentially scalping. So, and I mean, like, to me, I think there's a difference. Like, buying one of something and holding on to it, like I have one box of this, I have one box of this, I have one box of this, is more of a collection thing than a scalping thing. People that are buying multiple cases, you know, of the same product, buying everything off the shelf from one store, that's where it gets gross, right? Like, you know, there's people sitting on skids, pallets of this shit right now, and they don't want to move it because they know that it's worth more down the road. That's what's going on. I'm almost done one little stack over here, which is kind of feels good. I say one little stack. Yeah, that's fair. I was talking to some of the Dark Fox staff at the Gundam TCG last Monday. They mentioned about the secondary market of some of the singles. Yeah, it's crazy because only 16 people got a seat at the Dark Fox Gundam thing, right? I was one of them. Excuse me, because I've been super interested since the day it launched. I'm a Gundam fan. I've been a Gundam fan since I was a kid. Not super heavy into it, but I watched it periodically. I love Gundam Wing, you know, like that kind of stuff. And like getting to play it was interesting because I've only really played Pokemon and a little bit of Magic. So the gameplay style, even though I guess it's similar to One Piece or the Dragon Ball. Sorry, not Dragon Ball. Maybe Digimon card game. It's new to me, right? It's new to me, so that's where I found enjoyment in it. I remember talking to you about it like 4 or 5 months ago. Hey, man, you know what? I just want to say that I've been like telling everybody this thing is going to blow up. It's going to be bigger than you expect. And with card games getting a resurgence and it being printed by Bandai is why I thought that might be a positive angle, because One Piece blew up and is doing really good. Despite North America, Gundam is a huge franchise in other parts of the world. So why, like, it's just narrow-minded for people not to even see that this has potential, right? So I don't think the values in the Gundam card game are going to get any cheaper, because other games, including Pokemon, have kind of solidified to the people that buy to sell that this is worth it to them, if that makes any sense. It just it just comes down to how far people are willing to pay for sealed product, I think. And I hope with Pokemon it isn't very far, because it shouldn't. People shouldn't pay 3 times the value for something MSRP. I don't think that's I don't think that's fair. Now, if it's a box, if it's a sealed booster box from 15 years ago, prices, that's different. That's a collector's item. That's a little bit different. But like, people shouldn't be trying to scalp packs of Surging Sparks for $14. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe that's just me because I want to buy fucking cards for cheap and rip them. Maybe that's just me. I think I finished that first stack. I did! We finished 1 stack. Yeah, I remember when the Star Wars TCG came out and those singles were expensive as fuck. I'm a singles only buyer, so I sadly cannot relate to buying packs. That's fair. You know what? I think I'm going to get there. Like last night. Okay, so again, at least my understanding of the vintage is a little bit better. I know vintage more than I know this newer stuff, because those are the cards I grew up with, right? So going through my collections, like I have a master set, like a complete set of base, jungle, fossil, but I was missing 1 card in Team Rocket. And I found out like 2 months ago, I'm like, I'm missing the secret rare Dark Raichu, the first secret rare Pokemon card ever, basically, in a set. And I'm like, I had it. Like, I don't know where the hell it went. So I seen one at Paradox a couple months ago, and I'm like, fuck, I want this card. I just don't want to spend the money on it. It's kind of expensive. It was like $80, right? I'm like, this is like an $80 card. That's crazy. Like, I don't know if I want to buy it right now. I'm trying to build current and decks and things like that, you know, and play, and you know, I'll get back to this card. Like the vintage market hasn't been super affected by all this stuff yet, right? And then all this craziness started happening, and then they've also announced the Glory of Team Rocket set coming out. But looked, the card's gone up another $20. It's like over $100 now. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I need to buy it. I need to buy it now, because if I don't buy it now, the card is going to continue to go up. The Glory of Team Rocket set is going to come out. We're getting prefixes with trainers again. Like, people are going to go wild over this shit. And it's Raichu. It's Pikachu's evolution. Like, bro, it's the first secret rare card ever. Yeah, exactly, bro. And that's why I'm like, you know what? I gotta fucking just bite the bullet and buy it. It's the last card I need for my master set. I'm not gonna sell it. I don't know where my first one went, and I pulled one as a kid, you know, like, bro, I don't get rid of shit. I still have my first edition Neolugia. I got a first edition Hollow Sabrina, first edition Blaze Charizard. I got 2 Red Sheet Pikachus. I got a fucking Moltres Gold Star, level 33 with a 63. No, 33, that's right. Like, these are all expensive cards. I'm the Snorlax with the Pidgey on his belly. That was not expensive, but I just love it. But like even like dude, this resource card. And the resources are basically the mana of Gundam. If you played the promo day, you got this resource card for free. Now normally this card is just black with the black and white with the symbol and it says resource. That's it. This one's freaking hollow. It's got Hero Yoi with the wing 0. Like, bro, what? This thing's $100 to $200 on eBay. What? Why? It shouldn't be, but people are crazy right now. People are crazy right now. So I think just as a whole, playing video games, playing cards, being around the hobbies of it for so long, I have a general scope of looking into the future of shit like this, right? Like look at it this way, bro. I named my little thing here, my eBay card shop and hanging out and everything, the Lumious Card Center. And I've only been doing this for a year. I named it that the day they announced Pokemon Legends ZY or Z whatever, AZ, the new Pokemon Legends Z, the new Arceus Z, right? Because they're going back to Kalos. And Kalos was a really giant mega city hub ring, right? I'm like, okay, well, maybe if people are going crazy over cards, like Lumious has a card center. Like, you know what I mean? Because next year, people are going to be looking up the word Lumious for the city in Legends Z. And using the search function thought process, I'm going to pop up. Like especially with cards, if you look up Paradox or you look up Dark Fox on Google, there's a very, very good chance one of my previous stream videos pops up. Because every time I'm there, I name it that. So using things like that is just unbelievably important. You laugh, but you know what, dude? This is how the internet works. Like, for real. It's very important to try to take advantage of stuff like that. And you know what, honestly, do you know where I thought of using shit like that? I kid you not, and it's crazy. It's fucking Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons, when he had that show, and he was talking to his son about naming a band, and he was like, you should name the band Engine. And his son's like, what? And he's like, well, because like if you go to Google or whatever, hey Sean, how you doing, man? What's going on? He's like, if you go to Google, it's a search engine. You'd see the word search. But as a search engine, that's what the page is. But the first thing you could type is engine. And then like and I'm like, he's reaching, but like Gene Simmons is an old man. He doesn't understand the internet and the complexities of it. Oops, not at all. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. How you doing, Sean? Welcome, welcome. We're trying to sort the leading tower of cards here. We're going to play some cards. I'm just trying to sort, make a little bit of space on my table here. This was like my eBay table, and it's been completely overrun by sealed and unsealed packs. So we're going to just sort out some Surging Sparks for a little bit. How are you doing, man? How's your weekend going so far? I worked today, but it wasn't bad. Oh yeah, I think we messaged. I think I told you about my Dark Raichu, right? Sean? I was just talking about it. That's what we're talking about, and how just, I don't know. I have a forethought that it's going to really, really jump. It's been jumping, but the Glory Team Rocket's coming. Prefix Pokemon with trainers are coming back. It being the evolution of Pikachu. All of these things add to a melting pot of why that card is going to jump in price. It's the first secret rare ever. The fact that it's the last one for my Team Rocket set and I don't know where it is, I was just like, I got to do it. I got to pull the trigger. I've been looking at it for at least 2 months and it's gone up $20. That's 20% of its value. I need to get it now Or else when I really want it, one, it's going to be hard as shit to find. And two, I'm going to be paying almost $200 for it. I know it. So this is the game, right? This is part of the card game, is the collecting aspect. But I don't know if you guys have really looked into some of the prices of like the alt arts that were normally $2, $3, $4, $5. Some of them are really jumping now, like $20, $30, $40 now. It's crazy, and you don't know which ones because there's so many in each set. You know what I mean? Like the set has 160 cards, but when the book is full, there's 225 because there's an extra 100 and something alt arts. Like there's thousands of alt arts. You got like there's tons of them going up in value like crazy, just for no particular reason. Just people hoarding. I think a bigger part of it too is also, and this might be a better way to look at it. I think my favorite part of the Magic the Gathering scene is the hunt for specific cards. Well, of course, you know, we all love collecting, right? I think that's the intrinsic value to us, is we get a shot of dopamine when we finally find something we really desire, right? And I have no ill will, no pun intended, against that. I'm the same way. Look at me, right? But I think more so what it comes down to with Pokemon right now is like the number one thing you need to do is go on an app like Collector or something that looks at the population of, like if you, or like even the card itself, if you look at the card on like the PSA app, you can see how many cards are in pop 10, right? How many cards populate the grade 10 ratio. Now what you need to do is find a cheap card that has no population in the pop 10 area, or very, very little, and buy the shit out of that card and send them all in. And I think it's a lot of crypto bros that go back and forth from the Pokemon scene to the crypto scene. When they're dumping out of crypto, they go and invest in Pokemon cards and they flip them. And then when they know that something is going back up in value in crypto, they sell it and then they go back to crypto. This is what's been going on since 2020, since COVID. And now that the Pocket game came out, we got a Pikachu set, we got an Eevee set, and it's skyrocketing. People are going crazy for it. But I don't know how long ago it was. I don't know if it's entirely true. I don't know if it happened. But the United States government talked about selling $7 billion worth of Bitcoin. Oh, I thought my computer froze. The U.S. government talked about selling $7 billion worth of their crypto Bitcoin reserve. And what that tells crypto bros is that if the United States government is going to sell $7 billion worth of their investment, it's going to tank a little bit. It's going to dip. They don't want their investment to dip. They're going to sell it while it's still high. Sell it while it's high, take some of the money out, invest it into fucking Pokemon, which is skyrocketing, wait till the Bitcoin tanks again, and then you buy back in. That's how this shit works. That's just it. That's what's going on right now. That's what I feel like I'm seeing. Now, the only thing that would prove me wrong is if Pokemon tanks and then Bitcoin tanks. But watch the curve of how Bitcoin and Pokemon coincide with one another right now. Because I've been feeling it. Because I had a lot of crypto in 2020, 2022, and I sold it all and made money. And it tanked back then, and I got out of it. I didn't want to have nothing to do with it anymore. So, but I'm noticing this trend. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they leave fucking Pokemon cards alone, bro. I want to get through these stacks. What do I do with the energy cards? What do we do? I'm going to paint the wall with energy cards. Yeah, I would hope all the scalpers leave most of the TCGs alone. The problem is that they look at it as an investment tool. Each card itself is its own little stock, right? when you have apps, and for a lack of better terms, I'll say stockify an item, right? And when I say stockify, I mean like give you a graph on the 7-day trend, the 1 month trend, 3 month, 1 year, 5 year trends of an item. They're playing with their odds of those numbers. There's no different than Bitcoin. It's no different than stocks. It becomes its own avenue. And that's what's going on. That's like I said, I'm in the process of buying some of the higher end Magic the Gathering cards and would love them cheaper. Bro, I think it's 9 cards. I need 9 cards for my Twilight Masquerade set to master set it. That's it. Those 9 cards, the last time I checked, cost me $900 collectively. And one of them is the Greninja, which is $500. So it happens to the Pokemon community too. That card was $350 out the gate when that set launched. I was like, you guys are crazy. There's no way I'm paying $350 for this card. That's the high-end price point because the card just launched. The price will go down. The price never went down. Price actually only continued to soar. And again, I think it's because back then when people that like to buy cards to grade them and flip them and do all that stuff were really more investing in crypto skyrocketing again, like Bitcoin. That was the only card people were fucking with. They pick one card in the set and they all fuck with it. And collectively what happens before the set launches, the internet buzzes, people get hype over one particular card, and then when the set launches for some reason, that particular card skyrockets. It could be any card. It doesn't need to have playability. It doesn't need to have rarity. It just needs to look fucking cool. Groudon from Paradox Rift, for a perfect example. It's not an EX. It's not really playable. No one gives a shit. It just is such a cool looking fucking card. And not putting EX or Mega or anything on it actually doesn't kind of taint the card. It kind of keeps it clean. It just says Groudon. Very minimalistic and sleek, and it's nice gray and red, and it's fucking cool looking. But it's just the normal alt art basically from like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like anything crazy. Master Ball cards cost the fucking price they do? No way. It's just like, so it's people that want to go all in and invest on one card to grade it and get the popularity around it. This is how this happens, I think, right? The community, not the community, but the market of some card is manipulated in some capacity, right? And we've talked about that in the communities before, especially with like a Van Gogh Pikachu card, right? Highly manipulated. You're finding out gold card, these Van Gogh cards are even fake and graded, right? Yeah, it's pretty interesting when I look at Pokemon stuff coming from Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering cards cost money due to playability, while more Pokemon cards are worth more money due to like the artwork. Well, yes and no. The playability does affect the price point in some capacity. I just don't think it's to the same effect as a game like, say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic. But at the same time, this stack is huge. Or like because it's a cool Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, Charizard. Charizard and Pikachu cards and Umbreon cards intrinsically get a higher value just because they are who they are. It's like it. So Greninja, same thing. And like I said, that's why when a set comes out and gets launched, the first thing that happens there is, oh shit, was I put Temporal Forces in? Oh no, I was. That's okay. I'll just go. I'll rewind back. That's why that happens, right? Like they're like, oh look, a new Umbreon. We need to instantly buy up as much as we can to make this card super valuable. And because like when it launches, it's $350. Some of the cards are crazy. Like when Blood Moon Ursaluna, the alt art, first launched, it was like $260. It was a crazy value. And I remember because the one guy pulled it at pre-release from his box, and he's like, holy shit, I'm going to sell this. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, bro. And sure enough, he sold it for a crazy amount. The car's worth $60 now. So whoever bought it lost hard at the launch. But now that's the risk and the reward of these card games, because it could be the Umbreon. I mean, sorry, not the Umbreon. It could be like a situation like that, like the Blood Moon Ursa Luna, where it tanks, or it could be like Greninja, where it just consistently soars, and now it's like $5. So, yeah. This isn't Pokemon music. What the fuck? I don't. You know what? I know what this is. I don't even watch anime, and I know what this is. It's Demon Slayer. I just consume too much internet. Is that fair? Is that fair to say I just consume too much internet? It's kind of catchy though, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, honestly, nothing slapped harder in like the 90s and the early 2000s than like the opening of like the Gundam Wing anime, bro. Honestly, yeah. The Just Communication song, or the other one too, I can't remember the other song's name. They were fire. Those got you so hyped to watch the show. Some people don't really care about the price tag on some cards, I've learned. If it's their favorite card, they'll gladly pay the premium. I've done that too. I feel like ultimately I have some more direct connection to that Dark Raichu. And that's why I really wanted to just finally pick it up. Because I'm like, listen, I know in my heart of hearts, I'm going to want to buy that card. And if I wait any longer, it's just going to be harder to do that. I might as well just get it. And I'm not making up any silly justification either. I'm being honest. It's like, do I want to spend the money on it? Not really. But I know that I will be kicking myself forever if I don't do that. What the hell am I listening to, bro? I have Spotify on, not my regular music, so I could get in trouble for this. What else we got? Pikmin. We got Pikmin music. Shadow Sonic. That's Pokemon. It's so scary at the start. It's funny because I listen to a lot of like happy kids music with my bird because she's like a little kid, right? Like you gotta hype them up. So we'll sit there and she'll dance on the couch. It's just why I'm like this. She's currently sleeping on my bedroom door. She's a big suck. She wants to sleep in my bedroom. I'm in the process of getting signed cards, and sometimes you have to pay a premium to find those. Yeah, that makes sense too, bro. I don't know. I haven't seen you in a. Oh, hey, Ninja, how you doing, man? welcome. That's not that bad of a stack. It's not that. Bro, I'm in the process of like cleaning more cards over here. And let's not talk about all of the freaking cards down here. And then the backpacks of cards over here. And the giant box of cards over here. And how about all of the cards I haven't even opened yet? Oh, of course, bro. We got the GameCube. You know that. We got the Switch up there. We got the GameCube. We have got the HDMI to RCA converter, so we can literally stream. That also goes to the Elgato. So we can stream any console game ever, bro. Ever. We get a console hooked up, we can stream it. That's it. No problem. Sorting cards is a lifelong investment for real. Absolutely. But you know what? It is a very dear pastime of mine. I've learned. I've thought about it. I've really thought about it. And I'm like, you know what? Like, sorting cards and playing cards with my brothers and everything was some of the best times I had growing up as a kid and even in high school, you know? So I never thought much about it until recently and how much like it was a big part of my life. And I think growing up and going through so many different times in your life, you forget about some things that just made you happy, right? Like everybody goes through different chapters and phases of their life and everything. And, you know, going back and finding something that I just genuinely enjoyed is refreshing, I think is the best way to put it. So these are temporal forces. What the fuck am I doing now? Okay. Okay, so how do I start doing this? Okay. Okay, so we got, I don't know how to do this. I have a couple boxes. So like I have a couple of these right now just to start with. What, each one holds like fucking 1,600 cards. Sorted cards, how you do? Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, like for GameCube, bro, I have the Game Boy adapter on the bottom of the GameCube. That's how I played like Pokemon Emerald and everything on stream. We could play this on stream. We could play like Pokemon trading card game, but like the Game Boy game on stream. I'm sick, it sucks, but it's good to see you guys. I hope I can go to locals tomorrow. Yeah, man, I hope you can make it too. I've been kind of under the weather as well. I work outside, right? So like the winter, I'm just like perpetually like head cold. It's just because I'm outside all day long. Play that. I got like Pokemon Gold. Sorry, I don't have gold. Shit. I have blue, silver, sapphire, emerald, trading card game. We got fucking Kirby's Dream Land. I mean, I've got a Game Shark here too. Like, I mean, this is the equivalent of modern day hacking right here. Kids back in the day would be like, yeah, I'm a hacker. Really, they just got a fucking Game Shark. It still got food on it from when I was a kid. Like, I was going to go to Paradox for their midnight release, Magic the Gathering pre-release, but I think I'll stay home. I see, like, I'm trying to get into Gundam because I want to play another card game, and I want to get in at the beginning, right? So I can collect it, I can enjoy it, kind of the same way I did with Pokemon. But like, if Magic comes out with this Final Fantasy set, like this pre-con deck, like Commander deck, bro, I'm playing. Like, if you guys see word that they finally like announced like a release date or a pre-order or something, let me know. Because I will play Magic Commander just to play the Final Fantasy deck. I'm not even kidding. Like, if they had a Destiny deck with an Oryx the Taking King card, oh my god, bro. Look at this. I seen somebody made a custom one. Let me find it. It's so fire. Let me find this. Where is it here? Like, bro. Look at this. Look at that. That's fucking killer. Bro. Like, for real? Come on. Or, like, even that. Like, bro, a hollow version of that card would be fucking sick. Oryx, Destroyer of Light. Come on. Come on. I wish, man. I wish. Yo. Unreal. Unreal. I'll keep you updated. I don't really follow the schedule too much because of the format I play, but we usually talk about it on Mondays at Dark Fox. Yeah, I just feel like the community as a whole talks about the game as a whole sometimes, right? That's what I would assume. Bro, I have so many fucking cards. What is this? Oh, there was some Temporal Forces in here. Shit. Okay. Let's figure this out. Because I've never sorted boxes out like this. This is kind of the first time. Let's get the Surging Sparks out of the Temporal Forces and vice versa. And then we'll play some matches because I do want to play. I'm thinking I just run Badu, Iron Thorns, Dragapult. It's such a solid deck right now. I mean, it's probably best to just keep with what's been working for me, right? But I do also need to look into the future a little bit. I think the evolutions we're going to see a lot of play. Me and Sean, we talked about this. Especially cards like the Umbreon, which normally I think you wouldn't expect to see too much play with the Umbreon. But the one crazy thing about the Umbreon, let's pull it up here. Deck build right face, Umbreon. Oh, Umbreon. Cards I don't own. Show cards, see all cards. Umbreon's Onyx attack. Discard all energy cards from this Pokemon and take a prize card. So this gets around Pidgeot control. This gets around Snorlax stall. All you have to do is run energy retrievals or super energy retrievals as well, and you can get this thing working. Or does Flareon take from the discard pile? No, from the deck. Or Super Rods. I mean, you could run Umbreon Super Rods, right? In a way, you could find a way to like Super Rod the energy's back, Burning Charge again, over to Umbreon, and get him set up, and then take another prize card. Yo, you got a post-rotation POW deck too? I've been using Drayton and... See, okay. Uh-oh, did my computer freeze? Okay, there we go. Honestly, it was just something I was trying to tinker with on stream the one evening, and I was like, we don't have a meta water deck, right? Like, there's no water deck that's meta, and someone said, well, Chen Pao, and you're right, Chen Pao is a meta card, but he's like very undervalued. He's not very played, and the deck list loses a lot, right? Like, it doesn't lose a lot. It loses some valuable support, but it doesn't lose a ton. It loses Irida, the old one lost VIP Battle Pass, we gained Buddy Poffin. Bro, check out these cards, the new Gigigas. I know the Gigigas in the Wellspring, yeah. So what we did, all I did so far on this Chen Pao post-rotation list was I went to Limitless and I took the overall card list percentage, even if it's a 0.5% of a chance they use the card, and I turned it into the highest number of value above it, right? So I put every card that everybody has played into Chen Pao into the list, and then I removed everything from the F format. So everything now is current. So like you said, Drayton is simultaneously a better and a worse Irida, right? So the reason why it's worse than Irida is you don't get to search your entire deck. You only get to look at the top 7 cards. The reason why it's better than Irida is because you get to take any Pokemon, not just a water. You get to take any trainer card, not just an item card. So they're just trying to slow the meta down a little bit. When they rotate that out, this becomes the next value in that sense, I think is what their idea was. I've been using those, and because of those, I think Baxcalibur is so underrated. I've been trying to make it work for the past week. Well, that's it, right? I think you want to go second. You want a Precious Trolley. So I think ideally what you want to do is you want to go second, and you want to start with an Arven, right? You Arven for your Trolley and your TM Evo. And that way, next turn, you can get a full bench. You can get your double fridge Artibax, right? That way, next turn, you can search for your Baxcaliburs and get those out and running. That also limits anybody trying to TM Devo you, right? You got 2 rare candies just in case, you pull them and you want to fast track all the way up. But ultimately, TM Evo gets you to the Artibax faster with the Precious Trolley. Especially if you Precious Trolley right off the bat and get a Froakie out. And if you can get the Froakie out and the Rad Ninja, or even the Wellspring, like you said, the Wellspring. I was thinking of finding a way to maybe get an Area 0 in here and try to at least Area 0 the bench so you can get more Artibax. So if they knock out like a Baxcalibur, you can just Night Stretcher back to backs, re-evolve, right? But again, I haven't really messed with the list too much. I literally just took everything that people play in Chen Pao, put it in the deck list, and removed everything that has an F. So I should probably use Trolley, Arven, TM Evil. I'll try that. But I've been using Duraludon with Enriching Energy to draw Omega cards in Tool Jammer. Okay. Yeah, like the Precious Trolley, the Arven Precious Trolley TM Evo strat is basically what I run with Badoo Thorns. So ideally, you want to go first. You don't want to go first. You want to go second. You want to start with Thorns, right? If you start with Thorns in the active first turn, you limit any of their abilities. You let them go, run Badoo. Run Badoo and everything, bro. Badoo and everything just to slow the game play down for your advantage. And I think that's what Dragapult needed. Dragapult needed Thorns and Badoo to slow your opponent's play down long enough to get Dragapult set up and ready to go. Oh, no worries. Let me get some of these cards in this freaking box. Because then I'm going to have to sort these too. I'm just trying to get them off the table and into the box. I still have to sort the box. We'll wait for the ad and then we'll talk more cards. I wish I could just gift everybody a sub, but unfortunately that's not possible. Oh, if I use Arven, I'm just worried about how I draw. Well, I mean, first turn. Okay, I'm going second. We'll say it this way. If you're going second, your first turn Arven is more about strictly setting up, right? I wouldn't worry too much about how I've drawn. I just want to get that bench almost filled. I want to get 3 Dreepies out. I want to get a Badoo out. I save the Rad Alakazam. I do not pull him out yet. I save a Nest Ball for that. I don't want them to see that he's in the back pocket, right? I just want to start doing what I can, swinging with Badoo, laying some damage out here and there. You know what I mean? Especially if you run 2 Badoos, you smack something twice, put 20 damage on something, and then they knock your Badoo out, and you can bump the next one up. Now they've procced Counter Catcher for you. Now the enemy that you knock for 20 damage, leave it there, move him, counter catcher something else up, and do again for another 20 damage. So now you are laying out that 20 damage for the Rad Alakazam to be able to move it down the road. And they don't know Kazam is in there, right? So this is how I've been plotting it out with the Badoo. You can lock them up 3 or 4 turns. It's going to help Dragapult tremendously with that Radiant Alakazam, right? So the one thing I try to do is I do not, besides Iron Thorns, do not give him a Dragapult or any stage 2 or 2 prizer until you are ready to swing with Dragapult. I played against somebody with Badoo and Frostlass at the last League Cup at Paradox. And to get around the Frostlass damage ability, where it just adds 10 damage to every Pokemon with an ability that isn't Frostlass, I literally waited until I had 2 Dragapults in my hand. Then I Arven for the TM Evo, attached to the Badoo, attach energy to Badoo, TM Evo the Dracloaks, and then I had 2 Dracloaks in my hand, right? TM Evo, Badoo, attach energy to Badoo, and then evolve the Dracloaks that I evolved that turn. They were Dreepies the whole time. Double Dracloak evolution, use your recon, and then TM Evo to evolve that turn to the Dragapults. That way, at upkeep the next turn, those Dracloaks don't get any damage because now they're Dragapults and they don't have an ability. And when he was like, oh shit, I didn't realize you were going to do that. Because his whole strategy is hope that I get locked up with my ability Pokemon in play, right? And he gets 2 or 3 Frostlass out, and I'm just cooked. There's nothing I can do, right? So that's how I played around that the best I could. So there's different ways to play the Dracloak, Iron Thorns, Badoo. It's just, I feel like the delay game is the most important part of it, right? So that's how I've been playing it out, and I feel like it's been doing well. It's been doing all right for me. I can't complain. I need some of these dividers. I'm gonna start dividing with the dividers. Like, what are you worried about drawing? Are you just worried about bricking? Like, are you worried about consistency? Like, after an Arven, I just try to focus on Crispins, honestly. After your Arvens, oh, you mean in Baxcalibur? Yeah, well, like Baxcalibur. That's the thing, is that I haven't really tried to look at everything that could help, right? Like, Glass Trumpet could help. No, could Glass Trumpet not help as well with like energy draw or something? Choose the 2-year bench Pokemon, attach a basic energy card. Oh, that doesn't matter. That's kind of what Baxcalibur does, right? Or do they come from the discard at least? Oh, wrong one. Yeah, they come from the discard, so... But it's only colorless Pokemon, eh? Shit, never mind. That doesn't work, because it's only colorless. Like, after you set up backs with Arven and stuff, I don't know how I'm supposed to draw through my deck. Well, Shivery Chill lets you grab 2 cards, right? I used the Dunsparce, but I don't know if that's correct or if there's something better. Well, you could probably, like, for post, if we're talking post rotation strictly, maybe Sklovit. Sklovit Nestash. You put your hand at the bottom of the deck and then you draw 1. And then Reverum. not have it? That's crazy. Oh, I spelled. Did it just stop working? Oh, there we go. Weird. Yeah, my mic just cut out. Chen Pao lets you draw 2 energies out of your deck. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active spot, you may search your deck for 2 water energies, reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. So, in theory, you could just, if Chen Pao's in the active, Guovit, shuffle in, draw 1, Shivery Chill, 2 more cards, discard 1, draw 4. Right? Or even if you have Baxcalibur out, right? You draw 2 energy cards, because you can do this as much as you like. You draw the 2, attach 1, play 1, draw 5 with Reverum. Because it's until you have 6 cards in your hands, right? If you draw the 1, you have 1. If you can play it, great. If you can't, hold. Attach 1 energy. Now you still have 1 card and 1 energy. Play the card. You draw 5. Yeah, 5. So I think Reverum is going to be a good addition, but it's got to be like Reverum Squovit. It's got to be that pair. Now, the reason why the Dunsparce is so potent is because you get rid of a target, right? The Dunsparce can just get knocked out. He can't retreat. 3 retreat is heavy. He's 140. Takes an evolution. It takes time to get him out. So to let you draw 3 cards, but what's important is that he runs away. You get rid of him. He's not a target anymore, right? That's why he's got value, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Besides that, I think like there's other cards that could be used in that function. That function better. Maybe. We'll see how it works. I need some post-its here. But yeah, I think I'd like to do some testing with that. The only thing is you can only draw when you have less than 6, and you won't always have POW in the active. This is true. But again, this is also a spot where maybe a Professor's Turo scenario will help, depending on what you have in the active. Like, ideally, the only reason why you wouldn't have Chen Pao in the active is if you got gusted, right? If you got gusted. Like, obviously, this isn't our list of Pokemon. We're going to have other Pokemon in this list. Again, this is just kind of what I've scraped together from the beginning. There's a lot of things that we can use that are meta to get around others. But what I was going to say is if you're going to run Regigigas, or however you say it, and Wellspring, they're both basics. Chen Pao is a basic. Iron Bundle is a basic. Technically, your Frigibax, they're also basics. So you have a good chunk of basics in your deck. If you run Latias EX, free retreat. Free retreat across the board. You got a Wellspring, area 0 down, you got an 8 bench spot. You put down that Latias, you got free retreat across everything, except for your Baxcaliburs. Now, your Baxcaliburs are only 2 retreat. Now, with Super Cold, being able to attach the energies and then retreat, and then use like an energy retrieval to retrieve those 2 energies back, and then attach them again, is almost an endless loop. right? So there are ways that if we really look at what there's ways to use some of this stuff. I think just nobody's cared about Chen Pao enough, right? But I think we could see a return, especially with cards like we said with Wellspring, Ogre Pawn, and such. There's a lot of potential for things. Where are my scissors? I'm just ripping for now, I guess. Nope, I got scissors. Yeah, Latias is a great card to run for a lot of different decks, right? A lot of basics are really potent out there right now. Raging Bolt, Teal Mask, what else is there? I mean, Snorlax. You start getting into the Charizards and stuff like that, it's a little bit harder, obviously, because they are not basics, so they don't get the free retreat. But a lot of decks can take advantage, which is nice. So this is all Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks. Now the one thing I got to do is find a way to like fill. Later. Deck box. Will it fit in the front? It will. Perfect. Haha! That's all the Surging Sparks right there. That's crazy. So what do we got here next? This is Temporal Forces. That's Temporal Forces. That's Temporal Forces. I think we have to sort Temporal Forces next. God, the amount of energy cards is all right, let me clean this up a little bit here very quickly, and we'll run a match. We'll play some cards. What do you guys think I should play? Should I just play Badoo Dragapult? Should I play that Flareon deck? I've been wanting to put it together. I feel like it has potential. Let me look here. Let me see. Do we do just the typical Badoo Thorns Dragapult, or do we actually run this Noctowl Flareon deck? So now, this deck came like second place in a City League in Japan. The one thing I had to alter was there's a Tapu Koko EX, or Tapu Koko EX, that is unreleased in the English format. His attack, though, for one lightning and one colorless is do 60 damage plus 20 damage for every Pokemon on the bench, which is basically Raikou V. So when Raikou V gets rotated out, we're going to get that card, and that card will replace this one. That's just what's going to happen, right? Again, this is how they build their game. So we can't run that Tapu Koko, but we can run Raikou. So we swap that for that. Basically, right? That's basically it. I would like to try this in ranked. When Flareon came out, I loved it, and I built a couple decks with it. I think Flareon box has potential. FS, I use Flareon Pult to new rank. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, Dragapult with Flareon could be potential too, because it's basically a free Crispin, right? It's basically a free Crispin every turn if you attack with Burning Charge. See, now I don't want to try Flareon in Badoo Thorns Dragapult. Just the Pokemon list is starting to get a little hairy there. There's a lot going on. To navigate the deck, I think, is a little more complex and complicated just to add that much more. You know, I'm going to have to drop the Badoos and maybe a 1/1 Dracloak to get a 2/2 EV Flareon in. Or do I want the 1/1 Flareon? Am I dropping like 1/1 Dreepy Dracloak? Like, now maybe. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But I really like this list. I went 5-0 at the Surging Sparks Booster Box tournament. I swept and I took it. This is a really good list. And that was before Badoo. I was able to lock everything up. It did well. Everybody was playing Goldengo. It's kind of dirty, I know, but hey, what are you gonna do about it, right? It is what it is. I gotta blow my nose. Well, yeah, like I don't remember. Love the song. I don't even know the song. Searching far and wide. The movie music collection. Yeah, it's got Hoopa on the cover and Fampy and stuff. Version X and Y. It will be must defend. Oh god. I gotta lean into it, right? I stream fucking Pokemon half the fucking week. I gotta lean into it. Makes me want to play Rock Band. We do Rock Band streams here. I got the Rock Band drums back there. I set the hand cam up. You can see the hands playing. It's just, I like playing cards. I try to play everything else and I can't. I just keep going back to Pokemon. What was I going to say is I seen me and Paul and someone else were talking in the Discord, like in the deck lists. There's deck list suggestions. He posted a Raging Bolt deck that, like, Raging Bolt is a very linear deck. It doesn't need a lot of pieces to pilot, right? Like, this deck had everything in it, and it's just like, yo, you thin this deck out so much with excessive, in my opinion, excessive pieces that aren't needed. They're very situational. Like, you don't need a Noctowl. You don't need an Area Zero for Raging Bolt. You need 2 Ogerpons on the bench, 1 Raging Bolt in the active, and 1 Raging Bolt on the bench. That's it. Maybe a Greninja for draw ability and to discard to get the Seda online. That's it. You don't need anything else. You know what I mean? Like, to put Noctowls and Area Zeros and this and that. To start filling your bench with an Area Zero on Bolt, you're gonna get Stadium bumped. You're gonna lose half your fucking Pokemon, and then you're gonna get locked up because half of the tactics you wanted to use off of that aren't gonna work. Right? Like, it's more of a trap, in my opinion, to use things like that than it is to not have them. Like, for example, Pokestop is the ideal card for Raging Bolt because you can hope to discard shit that you want to discard, and Night Stretchers will get the Pokemon back that you discarded if you don't want to discard them. Palpad will get back the supporters if you accidentally discard them off of Pokestop. But Pokestop functions well with the lists that focus on discarding. Now, if you're running Charizard and your opponent plays a Pokestop, that Pokestop is a trap. The odds that you are going to draw what you want to draw off that Pokestop is not going to happen. You're going to fucking discard a Charizard, you're going to discard a fucking Energy, and you're going to discard your Arven. You're going to get fucked. That's what's going to happen if you play Charizard and you spin the Pokestop. You're not going to pull 2 rare candies and a Lost Vacuum. It ain't going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, the odds are never in your favor unless that card is made for your deck. That's the only way I look at it. And I learned that very early on when everybody would play Pokestop. I'm like Charizard or like fucking Miraidon. I'm like, okay, let's go for it. And then off of that, I pulled nothing over and over and over again. Whereas a deck like Raging Bolt, like I said, you don't really... I agree with you completely pre-rotation. Yeah, I'm not talking about post-rotation right now. Noctowl helps you find the pieces, and you need Area Zero for Noctowl, but I'm honestly not a fan of it either, but it's a different style. You need it for Noctowl? You don't need Area Zero for Noctowl. Once during your turn, you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon. If you have any Terra Pokemon to play, you may search your deck for 2 trainer cards revealed. Yeah, you don't need Area Zero. You just need a Terra Pokemon. And that's what evolve, like that's what the EVEX is for. That's what the basic EVEX is for. That's what the Flareon is for. If you're running Chien-Pao, that's what your Wellspring Ogerpon would be for. Or that's what your Greninja EX is for. Right? Like, you don't need the Area Zero, right? And like I said, like, even like for me personally, I feel like it would be better even for Raging Bolt to keep your bench at 5. It takes up bench space, and Raging Bolt needs Ogerpon and Squawk, and that's a lot. What I mean, if you play Noctowl too, that's a lot. Yeah, I could argue you could play Raging Bolt without Squawk, but again, it's very good on the first turn. It's hard to not play it. So I don't disagree there. The one thing I would do with Noctowl is the moment I played it, if I was already set up, I would try to penny this. Or, sorry, not penny, Turo Scenario it. Get it back off the bench. Just get it out of play. Especially in the late game, like I'm assuming this Noctowl is for late game, right? Like to finally dig for the piece you need. But again, late game, if you're like running Raging Bolt and you're doing your teal masks, you're doing your concealed cards, you're doing your Professor Setas, like two Ogerpons, a Rad Ninja, and a Setas is 7 cards a turn. Okay, you're drawing 7 cards a turn plus your draw for turn. That's 8 cards a turn. How many turns do you think you have as a setup Raging Bolt deck, established bench, before you deck yourself out? 6 turns max. So when you start using things like Area Zero to put more Pokemon on the bench, you start drawing more out with that ability. Like the Noctowl has 2 more cards. You're going to take 10, 12 cards a turn. That's 4 turns. You got 4 turns. You know what I mean? Like the math on it hurts when you start generating too quickly. And that's what Bolt can do. The Pokestop, the Professor Seta, the Nest Balls, the Earthen Vessels, the Pheasantipity, the Ogerpon, the Squawk ability, the Radiant Ninja, all of these things just take quicker, right? And that's great. But you also have to balance out how are you going to play these resources throughout the whole game, right? Like playing things down, Noctowl can make you find Seta and retrievals and also Nest Balls to start, but I still don't like it. That's the thing is, I think you're right in the sense that if I was going to play the Noctowl, I'm just going to pull one up. Where is it? If I was going to play the Noctowl late game, it would be for like my Pal Pad or my energy retrieval, something that like is going to at least put back to the deck. I don't know. Yeah, like even Crispin. Like if you play a Crispin, bro, that's just 2 more cards drawn out of your deck that much faster. And you use 2 Crispins, and your Earthen Vessels are offline, right? You draw too much off of one thing and you deactivate another card. So you got to keep that in mind too. There's times where if you get all that out, all of a sudden, you know, your Ultra Ball is a dead card. You don't really need it anymore. It's just to discard some shit, right? Like, you really just on your bench, you just need those 4. And once that Squawk ability's gone, if they target the Squawk ability, you're going to want a Slitherwing. I love late game 1/1 Noctowl. I play that in Paul and High Dragon. I might try a 1/1 Noctowl and Bolt in case of emergency. Yeah, like I definitely think it's a very playable card. I'm not discrediting it at all. I'm just trying to think of how to make the Bolt list work without thinning some of the consistency. Because the number one thing I found, and that really drew me to playing Raging Bolt for 3.5, almost 4 months, I think, was like the consistency of it, right? Having a lot of 4/4/4/4/4s just really makes it easier, right? Even the 3/3/5 on your energies, you got a good chance of seeing energy. You got your 4/4/4/4/4/4. Like even the Earthen Vessel, I opted for a 3, but I think that's because I switched for a Briar. I threw Briar in, and we wanted canceling Cologne. We teched for, for regional, so Slitherwing is perfect for the Pikachu. The burn knocks out the Pikachu, so it doesn't activate its ability. Yeah, like I love Raging Bolt. There's nothing against the deck. I think it needs a solid, consistent list. You start getting down to the 1-ofs, the 2s, and even the 3s, and the consistency hurts. And when Bolt bricks, it fucking bricks. You need to guarantee you're gonna get 4 energies on a Pokemon layout next turn, so you can swing for 280 and knock out nearly everything. If you can guarantee you've got the 4 laid out, and you've got to deal with a Charizard, and you need the 5, that's where you need that extra little oomph of digging. But the 4 is the sweet spot for the 280, right? If you can hit the 5th one, that's anything up to 350. That's your Dragapult. That's your Raging Bolt. That's things with a Bravery Charm on it. The Lost Vacuums you're going to want to use at least for a Hero's Cape or something. Or even, Bravery Charms on Driflooms, things of that nature. It just, Bolt is very consistent, and you have to think about everything you have to tech for. So just teching more Pokemon, I feel like, is hard, right? Is the best way to put it. I don't know how to, I don't know. There's too many good cards, right? There's just too many good things to play. But what should we play? What should we play right now? What do we run? We do like Miraidon. We do Noctowl. This one's interesting. The Slowking list is interesting. The Slowking is definitely a deck. Like, this is a deck. So, you can't disregard it. Seek inspiration at the Academy at night, and you will find redemption. That's it. What am I listening to? I'm so gonna get in trouble. All right, we're gonna stop. I gotta play the music I'm allowed to play. Because I do have licensed music I can play that I don't get in trouble for. Let's do that. Slowking making a comeback recently. Bro, Slowking, look at him. Where is he? Believe it or not, that's not a shell. That's a chef hat. And Slowking is straight up hooking up dubs. I'll tell you what. That's exactly what he's doing there. He's straight up cooking up dubs. Again, Latias, fire card. I actually got lucky. I pulled this card. I do own this card. Fucking amazing. Such a beautiful card. Why is my music not musicking? What's going on here? I played mine. There it is. Alrighty. Still got an ad in progress. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. It ended. Cool. What is this one? What was I doing? Oh, this is the Feraligatr deck as well. We have to fix this. 3 research. Okay. Which ones does it say I have? Ah, shit. Fierce Play sent me this list. The Feraligatr deck has been killing it, apparently. Ones don't I own, apparently. They are running. There you go. I just need, what, 5? There you go. Feraligatr. Feraligatr. Name that deck list. Feraligatr. Okay. I think I want to try this Noctowl list. This Noctowl Flareon list online. Or maybe we just test deck first. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we just test deck first. I'm gonna go blow my nose. And you know what? Fuck it. I got a pack of cards to rip. We'll start with ripping a pack of cards and we'll play a match. Where's the good one? I got some Temporal Forces. Rip some Temporal Forces. I think I just heard a car accident outside. Holy fuck. Honestly, with the way my street is, I wouldn't doubt it. They had to the intersection has a camera because it's so fucking bad, and people still run it. I've literally watched cars getting into fucking head-on accidents right in front of my apartment. I just sit there and drink a coffee on my balcony while the police show up, and the front of the car is just fucking on fire, spitting liquids out. Crazy. Some guy ran the intersection in a Lancer. Let me see if I still have the photo. Oh yeah. Look at this, eh? Look at this. Look at what this guy did. Look at how far he went. He smashed the front end of that car off. And he made it all the way right there. Look at that. Look at that. Bags went off and everything. He said he didn't run the red light. He said he wasn't him. How do you make it that far from the accident and you took the front end of that car right off? That's crazy. That's crazy work, bro. The front end of that other car was gone. Look at that. Insane. Gone. You see where he went through? He was on the wrong side of the road. See where the lines of his wheels came from? He was on the wrong side of the road. Yep. Crazy. Look at that. Gone. I've seen some shit here, bro. So when I hear an accident out there, I'm like not surprised. Bills transfer. All right, I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back. We'll rip a pack of cards and then we'll play maybe the Flareon deck. Probably Flareon deck. Give me a minute. And I need another energy drink. Probably not, but I'm gonna get one. is still snowing. Not as bad as it was earlier, but it's still coming down. All right. I'm back. Let's rip a pack of Temporal Forces, shall we? How do I... Trying to figure out the best way to angle this arm the way I want it. I guess it's just that. All right. Let's rip a pack of Temporal Forces. Now we're still looking for that Raging Bolt SIR. I mean, I think we're still looking for all the SIRs. I have to say that for ripping, probably one of my favorite sets, to be honest. I do really like this set. A lot of cool cards. It was kind of around the time that I got back into the cards, so you know, welcoming me back to collecting was Temporal Forces, you know. So I was able to pre-order. I just came back just in time. So come on, Raging Bolt. Let's say Grass Energy. Let's start with Grass. Let's go. Hey, we got it. Okay. Minchino, Rockruff, Litton, Roomish, Mudsdale, Cypher Maniacs Codebreaking, Sawsbuck, Fortress, Heatmore, and a Melmetal. Alright, womp womp. Wait. This is a stack of Temporal Forces, right? Oh, never mind. There's more Surging Sparks in here. What have I done? Temporal Forces. This is all Surging Sparks. I have to put this in the box. I must put this in the box. I don't know if I have enough room. I might not have enough room. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep on the path I've been going for maybe the next, I don't know, 10 years, and then we just open a card store. I think by then I'll have a sufficient amount of product, and we can open our own card store. I don't even think I'm kidding anymore. With the way all this shit's been going, if I just hold on to everything, shit, who knows, right? These are all Temporal Forces. Yes, they are. Fucking energy card. I don't want it. Reverse Hollows. I'm gonna get stuck in this again of just like sorting. Okay. We'll sort more after. Let's test the Noctowl Flareon deck, shall we? Let's play some of this. And we'll go back to sorting after. I'm making progress. If I can get cards in those boxes and fill them, it's progress. We're going to go Tails. Ultimately, I'd like to grab another couple boxes. I know I'm going to fill these fast. I would like to go second. Okay. So I feel like usually first turn. Oh, perfect. I think we start with the Eevee in. Let's start with Eevee. Bro, AI is playing Lugia. Watch how bad this will whiff. The AI whiffs Lugia so hard always. I mean, it whiffs everything hard. But it's just funny how irrational of choices that it makes sometimes. Speaking of choices, I think we've got the Terra out already, right? Yeah, so we do Rotom. We just Rotom for 2 more Eevees. Or no. Maybe we take 1 Eevee, a Hoot, and a Noctowl. That works for me. Let's play the Eevee and the Hoot. Now, I feel like we should probably pop the rescue board on something, but we're not going to. What we're going to do instead is we are going to Crispin. I have a fire. We're going to take a water and a lightning, I think, is probably the best choices, right? We'll put the water into our hand. Okay, we'll attach the lightning there. Now, let's attach the water. Yeah, fire. Okay, yeah. We'll attach the water to this Eevee. Basically, what I'm trying to plot out and set up is even if they boss something out, they boss up the other Eevee, whatever, I can rescue board to whatever they boss up, retreat into whatever Flareon, attach the fire energy. But if they boss the other Eevee, I don't even have to move anything around. I can just evolve that one, and then I have the fire ready to go. What's happening? There we go. I don't know why. Oh, it's just telling me I can retreat. I see. Well, no. Let's end turn. And I don't want to use the Terra Orb and then hold on to the Flareon that I draw off it, because then they're just going to, like, Iono me, right? So, there's the boss, see? For the fan Rotom. Like, what? Why would you fan Rotom? Whatever. Have you experienced cloudy Pokemon cards? Just started collecting. Hey there, gamer JM. How you doing? What do you mean cloudy Pokemon cards? Like, the printing is not like correct? It doesn't look like it's faded? Cloudy Pokemon cards recorded to have developed a hazy, cloudy, or foggy appearance, typically on the card surface or within the plastic coating. This cloudiness can be caused by various factors. I don't think so personally. I mean, it's probably more of like maybe a printing error. No, potentially. Thank you for the first time chat, by the way. I appreciate that. How you doing? We're just in an AI match testing out this Flareon Noctowl deck. But no, I mean, I've never really thought to look for things like that. Might just be age or how it was handled before I got it. Maybe. There's probably, like you said, there's a variety of different factors potentially. Okay, so what do we want to look for the Noctowl right now? We have a rescue board. We can pivot into the Eevee. So let's evolve the Eevee. Let's attach for turn in there. Attach rescue board to the fan Rotom for the free retreat. Retreat out of that into Flareon. But now we can still Terra Orb for the other one. But we want a Noctowl. I got acid-free non-PVC sleeves, so should be good. Yeah, I mean, like, most, I would say, like, Dragon Shield. What are the other ones? Ninja, I don't know. There's a bunch of different ones that I bought before. And they're all good sleeves, you know what I mean? But I would say it's probably a printing error. Probably faded from not enough ink, maybe. That happens from time to time. I've seen weird faded cards like online that are just either sun or like the printer didn't have enough ink, but like of one color. Now, I've never had them in person, but I've seen things like of that online. What do we want off of this? I don't think I want to switch. I don't want a prime catcher. I want I'm going to do 130 and attach energies to a bench. So if I'm going to only do 130, what do I... Maybe we try to establish Raikou? No. You know what? I'm going to take the research. Take a research. I don't even think I'm going to play it. Let's Terra Orb. Take the Flareon. Evolve the Eevee just to get rid of the Flareon card. Evolve the Eevee. And I'm just going to Professor's Research. Oh, there's the Victini. That's what I wanted. Does that work twice? I believe it does, right? So maybe I wanted Area 0. Maybe Area 0 is the card I wanted. So we can have double Victini down. Let's see if double Victini works. Because in theory, I should be doing 150 then. I am. Let's go. Okay, that does work. Interesting. So that's why the double Victini exists in this deck. I get it. I can't attach an energy. That's fine. Let's at least Burning Charge for the 150 and attach one fire. You know, let's attach the fire and the water to the benched Flareon to get it completely ready. Right? Because in theory, then I could switch card out of that one and just hit that one. Or maybe I attach return hit, next turn, switch card, hit for 280 again. Again, the AI plays Lugia. Every deck super irrationally. I have no idea what they're trying to do. But now I can see the potential for the Area 0 on this because I got the double Victinis down. See, now I would like what, he's not going to hit me with anything next turn. No, we'll just hit him with the Carnelian? Carnelian? How do you say that? Carnelian. I think. Nice Stretcher Terra Orb. Don't think I need either of those cards at the moment. Not really. Very minimalistic use too. I want the Prime Catcher is ideally what I want right now. I want a Prime Catcher up that Lugia V and get the Flareon off the bench into play. I don't think I can achieve that. I think the only option I have this turn here is to just Burning Charge the Bidoof. I don't want to switch. I don't want to Ultra Ball. I can't dig for an item in any capacity. I can't even attack with this one. Okay, so maybe I do want to just switch. Let's switch. Oh, no, because he's going to set up an attack. Okay, I'm just going to end turn. I mean, I'm assuming that it's going to do something competent, and it's probably not. That's the biggest part. It's not going to do anything competent. I'm going to try to snooze these ads. I feel like it's just going to try to retreat, or it's going to Hyper Fang. And it hits the heads. Oh my god. Okay. Briar. Briar's a dead card. Again, there's nothing I can do besides just swing. I'm completely set up. I don't want to attach anything. I've got just enough to fill up one more Flareon, right? So, and they're all in hand, which means Crispin is now a dead card. because there's only one energy. Well, it's technically not, I guess. No. I have to see how Crispin works. We'll figure it out. Can't counter catcher either. Okay. Like, no, don't want that. Please be in area 0. Boss's orders. Okay, I'll take it. Boss's orders gets me the win. Boss up the Lugia for the 280 Carnelian attack. That's game. Huh. Okay, so Crispin was prized. Same with Super Rod. All right. Now I'm just deciding if what my first turn is going to look like here. I feel like Prime Catcher is good, but like we should almost have Precious Trolley. If I can Precious Trolley. No, let's just keep it this way. Let's just keep it this way. Let's try it. This is such a risk. I should just go Badoo. Badoo Dragapult. I'm gonna get locked up so hard here, I know it. If I lose, we go play Badoo Dragapult. If Flareon wins, we continue. Please let me go second. If he says he's going to go first, he's probably playing Lugia. I feel like right now in the game, you want to go second. There's a lot of decks that want to go second. I'm going to go first. Oh, I am playing Dragapult. Oh, shit. I forgot to pick a deck. I forgot to pick the other deck. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. So we know how we want to play this then. We start with a Dreepy. Not great. We do have a heavy ball. That's okay. So we can see what we got with the heavy ball. At least prize-wise. And we get the Precious Trolley. Okay. Okay, we have some redemption here. And the Badoo. So maybe we... Yeah. Yeah. I can't play... There's only 2 Badoo in the deck. There's 4 Iron Thorns. Let's take this Badoo. And then Precious Trolley. Yeah. Because then at least I know there's only 1 Pokemon in there. That's fine. We'll play him. Then we're going to play Precious Trolley. We got 1 out, 2, 3, and we'll take that. Yeah. And we're going to retreat the Dreepy. Do we use the Psychic or the 1 Lightning? Let's use the Lightning for retreat for right now. And we'll put Thorns up. And we will pass. I wanted to Badoo, but I can't Itchy Pollen because I am going first. So I think this locks out Charizard the best way it can right now. He's going to collapse Stadium. That's fine. That's why I didn't put 5 into play. He's going to Ultra Ball. But ultimately, like, if he evolves with Thorns inactive, he's not popping off his energy attachment, which is what we want. We want to lock up anything potential-wise like that with the initialization because I couldn't Badoo's Itchy Pollen to lock up the item usage. Besides that, we're just trying to get Dreepies online to Dracloaks. There it is. He's got it. He's got it. Oh, he passed. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to attach, retreat into Badoo. And we are going to Itchy Pollen for 10, my friend. Now you can't use item cards. I believe I have one energy retrieval. So this next turn, he's going to want to evolve to Charizard. So I'm going to retreat the Badoo into Iron Thorns. Let's start with the Pokegear. Let's see what we draw off it. Crispin. Do we want a Crispin? No, I think we want Arven. Well, we got the TM Evo. What do we want Arven for? Or no, maybe we Crispin. We Crispin up in here. Arven. What else could I use on Arven? No, we'll take the Crispin for now. Crispin's fine. We're gonna retreat into Iron Thorns. We'll attach that. We're gonna Crispin for a lightning and a fire. Fire will go in hand. Lightning will go on Iron Thorns. Right there. Let's attach the fire for turn as well. And now we are going to Evo to Dreepies. Now, when he used one boss. The odds of him having another boss, there's a chance. But if he doesn't have the boss and he can't get Thorns out of active when he evolves that Zard, he's not going to be able to proc his energy attachment ability. Now he could be looking for Iron Bundle. He's looking for Iron Bundle. I'm selecting Badoo. And that's why I drew one Badoo out of the discard. I mean, out of the prizes. So when it gets discarded, I know I have another one. Oh, he's going for Charmander instead. Okay. Okay. Boss's orders yet again. There it is. Smart man. Smart man. And he played around Badoo. He played around the rare candy. That's good. Respect. Let's start with Badoo. Free retreat. So I don't know what I want to do yet here necessarily. Boss's orders. Okay. Let's Recon Directive. Let's see what we get. Ultra Ball and the Crispin. Not Crispin, Turo. I feel like I'm gonna Boss's orders up the Fez and attack that. So do I want the Ultra Ball and play Buddy? No. Let's take the Ultra Ball. Let's take the Ultra Ball. Now we're going to boss up the Fez. I'm gonna Itchy Pollen 10. Oh. Let's attach to Thorns. Because the next attack I'm going to want to do is with Thorns, I think, and then move that energy over to the Dracloak. He needs to draw an energy and waste it on the discard for Fez to get out of this situation. So. Okay, there's the Duskull. Okay, and he passed. There's nothing else he can do. There's another Iron Thorns we get. Okay, let's Recon Directive. Let's see what we draw. Crispin and an Arven. Now we could Arven. No, we Crispin. And we go for the knockout on this and the Duskull. Yeah, we pop off with this. We pop off with the Dragapult. We pop off with Pult. Let's go. Onto the Dracloak. onto the Drakloak. Put that down. Retreat. We take the Fez and the Dustcall. Okay, we got an energy out of it. Now, I don't know if his maths out to knock me out. But he's going to rare candy the Zard. Okay. Now, I wish there was a way to Devo this stuff, but I don't think I have a way. Unfair stamp. Okay. What is he putting... What is he putting out? 180, 210, 240. He's only hitting for 270. Countercatcher. Okay. The Thorns. Okay. That's smart. But now the trade-off here is that... Let's start with Dragapult, because he's not going to be able to knock Dragapult out next turn anyways. So... let's put the Dreepy down. And let's just Phantom Dive. He's only going to do 270 max. I'm trying to think of the prize mapping here. And the trade-off. I think he's going to have to retreat. And hit me. Is he going to set up another Zard? He hasn't even attempted a Pidgeot. He's just going to try to draw? Bro, you just gave me... I just need a boss's orders. If he doesn't knock out Dragapult, he just gave me the win. No, he didn't give me the win yet. Never mind. I take 2. How do I lay this out? What's he looking for? A boss's orders again? Is he gonna boss something up? Defiance Band. It's still... the Defiance Band doesn't work right now, bud. 270. I think he thought Defiance Band would work, and it doesn't. We got Future Booster Capsule. Okay, fuck. That's not good. Let's just knock it out and put the 60 on Zard. I don't think I have any other play to do. I'm going to have to lock him up for one turn with Badoo because he's going to retaliate and knock out the Dragapult. When I pulled the Drakloak, that's perfect. But I'm going to have to Badoo him once and slow his play down. Oh, I can't. He takes the 2 and then the Badoo, he wins. Okay, so that's game. He won. He won. Like, I need to boss the Rotom up. You know what I mean? Like, I have nothing. Damn. Start with Badoo, I guess. Yeah, that's game. That's game. Shit. I'm just gonna concede. That's game. Nothing else I can do. Ugh. I know there's a couple misplays I did early on. I think maybe I should have just Bedewed a little longer instead of switching to Dragapult so soon. But I wanted to get rid of the Dusclops as well, right? So I misplayed. Let's see what we get here. And a Jolteon. Evolve 4 Pokemon and play 4 Terra Orbs. I have not played a Terra Orb yet. Interesting. Do we do Noctowl Flareon? I don't want to play this and get used to it, and then I can't play it tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, let's try this once. Heads. Please let me go second. I will go first. Of course I will. Because nobody wants to go first right now in this rotation. All right, what do we start with? The Eevee. Yes, let's just... Eevee with a Crispin already first turn, eh? This feels horrible, actually. This is a horrible hand. Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm in fucking trouble. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. I gotta pray next turn I pull like a Terra Orb or the Flareon and I can Crispin up max and hit for something. 280. I don't know. 290 with the Victini. He'll swing for 300. Huh. 300 with the Victinis. Maybe you need 3 Victinis. 3 Victinis on the bench hits 310. Flareon hits for 310. Kind of potent. Knocks out the Zardy boys. Do you imagine 4 Victinis, just 320? A whole crew of Victinis? Wild. Here it is. Tails. He gets that basic Pokemon. Going for another Charmander. Pheasantipity, okay. Okay. I stand corrected. He's going to play it out the gate. Okay. Double buddy buddy. So say double Charmander. And pass. Maybe attach for turn to like a Charmander because it's in hand, but probably a pass. I feel like there's not much more going on here. Yeah. Switch. Great. Fuck. This is not what I intended. Ugh, and I don't want to attack with, oh God. I'm in trouble. This is a lot of trouble. I'm going to Crispin. What do we have? We got the fire and the lightning. We'll take this. And we're going to put the fire in the hand. We're going to take the lightning. Put it on the Hoot Hoot. We're going to switch from the Eevee into the Hoot Hoot because I don't want to lose the Eevee. And we're going to try to do 30 for 1 energy. Right? Double heads. Okay, we got 20. Better than doing 30 and 10 to myself with the Eevee. You know what I mean? The Eevee's just going to knock himself out eventually. He's going to Rare Candy Evolve the Charmander, and I'm still fucked. I still have pulled nothing. Oh, he Charmeleoned the bench. Okay, that's smart. There's the rare candy Zard. Okay. Bye-bye, Hoot Hoot. Actually, I see a boss's orders coming as well. Boss's orders for the Eevee, knock it out. I have nothing to attack with. Like, that's game. I right now I don't have anything to attack with. Maybe I just went too aggro there too fast, but he's gonna try to. He's gonna do this regardless, right? Horus Experiment in the Zard. What? What? What am I witnessing? What is going on? What? What is this, bro? Lost Box Charizard? What? I don't even know what to think. I don't know what to do. I'm fucking. I'm toast, bro. I'm fucking toast. All right, let's game. Let's game. I have nothing. That just bricked so hard. That was crazy. I can't believe that. Kind of brutal. Yeah, I think we play Dragapult. I think we just play Dragapult tomorrow. That right there, that right there just was nothing but horrible. Horrible. I don't want to do that again. I do want to open a pack of cards though. Come on, Raging Bolt. We can only pray, right? We'll go lightning. Lightning energy. Let's go. Oh, double grass tonight. Okay. Mineco. Metatite. Turtonator. Ribombi. Future Booster. Iron Hands. Sizzipede. Keldeo. Ooh, an Iron Boulder EX. Don't know if I needed that one or not, actually, for my set. Iron Boulder is not a card you see too often. All right, what we got here? We're trying to sort out this bulk. Temporal Forces. It's an energy. These are all Temporal Forces, right? Yes, they are. I was gonna say I see a regular pack under here. Yeah, almost sorted back out here a little bit. Almost. And when I say almost, I mean not even close. Not even close. Weird. Got forces. Tax out of the way. What else we got here? More freaking energy cards. Oh, we got one more little stack here. Oh, sheesh. What is this? Surging Sparks. Damn. And energies too, okay. I'd like to get everything like sorted into their separate sets and like hollow, reverse hollow, and in the boxes. And then I will start sorting by number and inventorying. I I don't know where to begin. There's so much of it. But I do need to start some form of organization, and then like whenever I open cards, I can actually put them away and keep up with it. Also, I kind of want to track all of this and put it in my collector app simply because like I don't trade cards in. Like I know a lot of people trade hits into stores and stuff and they buy more packs or whatever. Like I don't really get rid of anything. I've sold a little bit of vintage on eBay, but that's it. I usually keep the majority of everything I have, so yeah. We got let's put these packs over here. Put these packs here. So I got a feeling this is more Surging Sparks right here. Oh no, this is Temple Forces. Okay. Oh, there is a Oh, was that one of the Victinis? Oh man. They're just isn't it crazy? Oh, it was a Turtonator. Was it the Turtonator? I was like, wait, I need those Victinis for the no. My bad. Thought I see one. I don't even know what set that's from now that I think about it. I should pull the mist energy out too. It's a special energy, so I'll put it aside. That's Victini, but that's not the Victini we need. Okay. I was gonna say, pretty sure this is Victini Insurgent Temporal Forces, but not the one we're looking for. Oh, were all those reverse hollow? No, I knew it. I knew I messed up there. Okay. Say, I knew I just realized I put a buddy buddy in there. Oh god. My hands are dry. Hands are drying out from the cardboard. Like for real, actually. Two water, two energies in that pack. Weird. No. Got a lot going on here. Where? Oh man. I don't think I'll ever get through all of this. Ever. I don't think I'll ever finish these cards. Sortings. Temple Forces, yes. Reverse hollows, hollows. Like these are straight packs that just were ripped and then left. So you got a couple reverse hollows or the hollows, and then majority regulars, and then one energy. See, 3. All of those down to the energy. 1 energy. 3. All of these down to the energy. 1 energy. Three. Those go there. These go here. Right there. All right, where are we here? Oh man, I got such a giant stack here left. Welcome to anybody just jumping in. I see the TikTok people are always just flipping through. So if anybody is over there on TikTok, hello, how are you doing? I do forget there's 3 chats going here, so I apologize. I do try to keep up. It's a lot of multitasking going on, you know? Lots of multitasking. Those. Right here. These cards are all stuck together. Not really. My hands are just dry and I can't separate them. There we go. There we go. There we go. Actually, it'd be really sweet if I got 1 box filled tonight. If I can get a box filled and everything off the table, I'll buy 2 more boxes tomorrow while I'm at League. Get more sorted out. I sort my cards by trainers, Pokemon energy, of course. Then the Pokemon are sorted through meta, common, uncommon, rare, bulk, and rare stuff in binders and sleeves. For trainers, I have expanded supporters, items, tools, and stadiums. How do you do it? Well, for all of this bulk, like I have 1 binder of each set for a master set, right? And I actually, let me try to pull these out and show you. I'll do the Twilight Masquerade because it's the closest one I have to completion. So I got the custom Voltex with the set colors, and they're actually, when I say custom, they are their branded Scarlet Violet 6. And these, if you look up like Scarlet Violet set binders, this is what you'll find. The tricky part for me was differentiating meta relevant bulk versus bulk. Yeah, that's kind of a live and learn kind of situation, right? So what we got here is the one nice thing about these is if you get in on the first wave at the very beginning, the binder actually is like stamped first edition, which is really nice. And then after the first wave, they don't have that, right? So I got a bunch of them like that, but some of the older ones like Scarlet Violet Base, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, I wasn't collecting back then, so I missed the first edition wave drops. So, you know, I went with the 12 pocket instead of the 9 pocket page because I like having the reverse holo beside the regular card. And for the most part, that layout works until you hit an EX and the EX bumps off the numbers. Do you know what I mean? So like that knocks everything off of count, and it is what it is. Oh, and I have the teal mask I've got to put back. I have tons now. I can put one back. I've got like 14 teal masks. It's crazy. But then what I do is if there is a promo one that released, I believe one of these, the color, this one is the promo one. Because there shouldn't be 3, right? But for the promo decks that are playable, they came with colorless ones. I mean, non-holos. So I put those in if I have them. Those bump off the count as well. But ultimately, you know, you fill it out. Oh, I'm gonna ban it. Don't worry. It is what it is. I'll get it. Don't worry. I seen it. What I like doing with this is like now that I'm almost done, right? I've got a couple I have to sort into the right sleeves. Like I still have them in generic whatevers. But one thing I like to do is have everything of higher rarity in, like this is a really nice, freaking really nice set. Honestly, Twilight Masquerade is a great set. And I loved collecting this. So what I do here is if I don't have the card, all of the cards that are the hits will be in Twilight Masquerade ETB sleeves, right? Is the superhero stuff. Yeah, so like if I have one that I don't have yet, I've got this. That's the Greninja EX 214. You know what I mean? Like, so this way it just kind of sorts it for me. Blood Moon, SIR 216. So when I get it, I have the sleeve, I know where it goes. And those are the last, 3, 7, 9 cards I need to complete this set. And actually, I did a trade with someone. So the SIR Teal Mask Ogerpon is in the mail. So I actually only need 8 cards. Hopefully it shows up. But yeah, I only need 8 cards. But that's how I do it. And I actually just seen a page on Amazon. Do you want the Twilight TV sleeve code for live? Hey, I will take any codes, but I do also give out codes for Twitch channel points. So, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, there's an Instagram page I seen, and it was kind of interesting. What they do, what the website or the person does, is they make custom page cards, like title page cards, if you will. So for a set, you can pick any art or card of your choosing, like the art style, the art of the card, and they will mock it up to this. So like say you want, for example, say you want this artwork, this card, right? They'll take this artwork, blow it up to the size of this, and cardify it. So they'll cut it up so each card is a part of the picture. So if you want like a title page at the front to be all of the teal mask for like Twilight Masquerade, you can have that. Or you can do any artwork from what I understand. So it's a nice divider if, like they said, maybe you have a really big binder and you have multiple sets in the binder. So you can have, okay, this is the page for this set, and then when you get to the next one, you have another one. Oh, this is the page for this set. If I had the link, I'd post it. It's just, you know what? It's just one of those things where attention to detail really makes it, and it like it kind of, you know what I mean? It makes it just a little bit more cleaner. I'm gonna ban this guy. I block and then I report. I like getting the text message, I mean the emails back. Saying we have acted on your report. It's always gives me a warm feeling. So yeah, that's how I've been doing it. Besides that, this is the first time, like even my old bulk, I never really sorted it. It was just in boxes, and I still have it to this day, my old vintage bulk. So this is the first time I've ever really sorted bulk, and I'm going to do it by sets. And what I'm going to do is I've got all the ETB dividers, right? And then I've got Post-its. And I'm just going to stick a Post-it on the ETB divider. And I'm going to write what it is. And I'm going to go every 50 in the set. So I'll start number 1, Surging Sparks. And then 50 in, I'll put number 50, 100, or like every 25. Because eventually, if you have bulk of like the first 25 cards numbered, you're going to have this much. You're going to have this much, whatever amount, right? So if you go by intervals of maybe 25s to start with, and then when your bulk starts getting more and more, you put more dividers and you just divide by 15s or 10s. That way, if you need a card and you're like, oh, Surging Sparks, card 75. Okay, well, I'm going to go look through cards 50 to 75. Or I'm going to go look through cards 75 to 80. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm going to sort all of it out, because I don't want to sort things by meta and non-meta, because that is fluid. That changes always, right? Once the rotation happens, all of those F cards that were meta are no longer instantly meta. They're all gone. So now everything that you had was even relatively meta, but an F is like, now you got to fucking sort it back out into other shit. Whereas if I have it sorted into the sets they are, if it's relevant or not sorted in or out, rotated in or out, it's where its home is where its home is. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not. That's a good point. The more cards you have, the worse. Yes, and that's what I was gonna say. Is like when you start to have a ton of old meta, like all these Iridas, VIP battle passes, Pokestops, all these things, and it's not like a Pokegear where they consistently keep printing it, or a Switch where they consistently keep printing it. We're just going to keep, once a year, you're just going to keep fucking shuffling a whole bunch of shit out. Because think about it. Next year, we lose G. Next year, we lose G. Next year is the first wave we lose gray bordered cards. Right now is this is the first rotation coming up where we will play with no orange border cards for the most part. There are no yellow orange border cards that do not have an F or lower on them. There is no G with a yellow border. Your whole deck now will have all silver borders. I don't have that many, so like I just like keep some on hand, like Ralts, Baxcalibur. Yeah, I understand. That's how I started a year ago, and now, bro, I have so many cards you don't even know. Like, I haven't even shown you guys. I don't even know if you see my vintage binders. You know what I mean? Like, I have like full sets: base, jungle, fossil, Team Rocket, Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge. Like, you name it, bro. I have master sets, dude. One thing I want to complete is the original 53 Black Star promo set, the Wizards of the Coast. 53 or 57 of them. I've got like 39 or 41 out of the 53 or 57. Like, I'm unbelievably close to finishing this. Way closer than you could ever really imagine from growing up as a child. I would have never expected to be able to ever get anywhere near collecting all those cards, and now I'm like, holy shit! Like, I'm completing my childhood dream, bro. Like, I, you know what I mean? Like, I have grown up money now. I have adult money, and I can live out my childhood uh, desires of wanting to collect cards. But yeah, we're gonna. Wow, I'm surprised you don't have a store. Can't wait till you have locals there too. Bro, honestly, that's you know what? That might be the long-term goal. Honestly, um, I really enjoy the Pokemon community. I really enjoy playing cards. Um, that's why in the first year of even coming back, like I got my my judge certification. Like I've judged the last cup. I just watched the juniors table because those kids cheat. But I judged the last cup for Jay at Skycraft. What in the middle of January. So it's definitely something I'd be interested in doing. I know that right now this card market is very it's I think it's very hard to get in, but it's also very lucrative with where the prices are going with everything. Like if you did not get product early like last year or before or cheap, it's going to be harder on you to get into it today. The the amount of profit that can be made right now if you're buying things to flip them instantly right now is not great. Now if you bought some stuff dirt cheap last year or before that, the prices are jacking up. It's like, oh wow, this the 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 profit margin is significantly better. You know what I mean? Like all of the sealed stuff I've bought in the last year has appreciated 36% in the last year. Like everything's an increase overall. There's a couple boxes I have that have just stayed at the same value, but from some of the other stuff as well, 36% in 1 year is a crazy increase. You couldn't ask for a 36% return on stocks, dude. You know what I mean? Like that in itself is just insane. And now if I think I feel like ultimately really if I wanted to just open a store, even like an online store, not like my eBay. I mean, I could even put the stuff on eBay, I guess. Um I could flip all this sealed shit really quick. Like, dude, I got Prismatic Evolutions ETB. I got a Prismatic Evolutions binder set. I got a Prismatic Evolutions poster set. I got a 151 ETB. I got Pokemon Center ETBs. I got a Pokemon Center Fusion Strike ETB. I have a Fusion Strike booster box. I got a Paldea Evolve booster box. Like I got a bunch of these things that the values are like people want them. I got a Blooming Waters. I got a Legendary Warrior set, but the Legendary Warrior set, I got it for $50. The thing goes for like 150. Like the crazy, like I was just trying to be conscious and smart with my purchases. I never thought that the ratio of value increase was going to be that intense on things. You know what I mean? Like even the booster boxes and some of the things that I bought early last year, I did trades. I traded and sold Pikachu cards and I made like $900 and I flipped it into things. And those things I flipped it into are now skyrocketing. So, you know, it goes back into the whole talk about how people are using it as stocks and everything and why it's hurting the players. I was picking this stuff up for with no intent to ever get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to collect some shit and I think ultimately I just want to have a large impressive collection of cards, right? Like I like to stream, I like to post my rips and my hits and my misses online. I think ultimately I just want to like share the hobby with people, you know? And like you said, I think that's where it goes back to where I think ultimately I would enjoy running a store. Um and I have 10 years of retail management experience, so I think I could probably do that. 10 years is a good chunk of experience, especially if you're even under the age of 40. You know what I mean?
Hello.
I would love to work there. Well, hey, if I ever did open a store, I would probably need employees. Now, the thing that I think I would need to do is I need to get into other card games. Because you can't just run just a Pokemon. Can you run just a Pokemon card store? Like, is Pokemon as a card store, as a card game, actually big enough to be the only card game you run? Like, could you run locals 4 days a week at a Pokemon? Like, you know what I mean? Because not every day people can go, right? Like, I personally can't go to locals on Wednesdays. You could, but I don't know. I don't think it's been done. Well, Paradox does 2 days a week, right? Paradox does Sundays and Wednesdays. Now, I can go to the Sundays. I can't ever go to the Wednesdays.
Hello.
And like, to put it in perspective for that, this is how it made it interesting was when they were doing their road to Toronto. I squeaked by into the top 16. I was like 14th or something, or like 10th. I just squeezed in to the top 16, but I only went on Sundays, right? I didn't go and I did not score points on the Wednesdays. Now, this is important because some of the people that hit top 16 that had enough points went to the Wednesdays and the Sundays, which means they were just mathematically playing more games to get more points, right? So me squeezing by with half of the games played meant mathematically I've been doing probably better per visit. If I do 2-1 every visit, that's better than if I do 2-1 once a week. If I get 2 wins, once a loss with one visit, it's better than 1 win, 2 losses twice a week. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're going to visit twice, but only get 2 wins. If I visit twice, I get 4 wins. So ultimately, I think that's how I was able to squeak by. And then when we were in the top 16 tournament, I basically came like 3rd place. And it was, in my opinion, bad judgment calls, which were later resolved and we figured it out. But it's still ultimately it is what it is. But I mean, I went from looking at the math with 2 visits left. I was like, okay, I'm not in the top 16 yet. But if I go this Wednesday and this Saturday with the way I've been doing, I'll get enough points no matter what to hit top 16. And I did that. And I was like, I got in. You know what I mean? So I digress. And what I was going to say is trying to find maybe even a 3rd day is probably going to be beneficial to a lot of people. I think you'll see different trends of different people that can play different days of the week. But yeah, I don't think you can just do just Pokemon. You probably need to do Pokemon and Magic. Maybe even 3 card games. I feel like trying to do more than 3 card games at a local store really I think the card games are now competing against one another instead of complementing one another, if that makes sense. Everybody has a limited amount of income to spend on these card games. You know what I mean? And that's why I think like no card stores really deal with Digimon or Pokemon. No, sorry, Digimon and Dragon Ball around here, because there's no desire for it. In this local, I should specify really in this local. I gotta start sorting out these. Like, I have literally, like, these are all ripped and then put back in the packs and just left to sort at a later date. I have so many. It's crazy. How they evolved. City in Flames. Some more Stellar Crown here. Man. You know what? At least I'm getting to sorting some of this out. This is like super much needed. All these packs, bro. All these packs are ripped. Crazy. More. Are these all temporal forces? They are all temporal forces. Okay, we were sorting out temporal forces and surging sparks, so maybe we keep with that trend here. Temporal forces. Oh, we got some Twilight Masquerade. I don't know when I picked up Masquerade. Weird. Oh, we got Paradox Rift here too. Okay. We got Obsidian Flames, Scarlet Violet, Paldea Evolved, Twilight Masquerade, some Paradox. Okay. Man. More Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown. Paradox. 3 Temporal Forces. I'm gonna put those there. 3 more Stellar Crown. Now I'm just straight up sorting open packs into their respective stacks. Paradox. 3 more Stellar. Like, this is another Temporal Forces. 2 Paradox. Another Temporal Forces. 2 Paradox. Twilight, Obsidian Flames, Paradox, 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 Paradox. What are these ones again? More Stellar Crown. Wow, I've opened a lot of Stellar Crown. Stellar Crown. Oh shit, my camera froze. So many packs of Stellar Crown I gotta sort. My camera froze. It's like half a booster box. That's definitely more than half a booster box. What am I saying? Alright. Paldea Evolved. And a lone Scarlet Violet. I've opened like no Scarlet Violet. More Paradox. I gotta say, I'm making progress. Oh my god, we got the fact that I'm happy to find open packs of Surging Sparks in my bulk is crazy. Like, I haven't seen a fucking Surging Sparks pack in like weeks, bro. Like, oh my god, Surging Sparks! It's like, yeah, like they're open. I don't even care. This is exciting. Holy shit, another one. Let's go. Some prize packs I've ripped open. Okay. Prize packs, prize packs. I got to sort through the prize packs because I am trying to finish the prize pack sets, actually. Sounds crazy, but when you start playing enough and like ripping these things at locals, it's fun to try to finish these sets, actually. My god, more Paradox Rift. More Paradox. Are they all Paradox? They're all Paradox Rift. These are all Shrouded Fable. Oh, we got 2 Obsidian Flames and all Shrouded Fable. Okay. We're getting through it. Four, and 1. We got Twilight Masquerade here. 4, 1, 5, 6. Okay. Put those there. Put those right there. Oh my lord, we're making progress. All right, I love it. Let's just take all this garbage out of here. I guess it's going to be easier when they're all like this. I guess that's the best way to sort. This is it. This is my life. This is what I have become. Repeating yesterday. That's an As I Lay Dying reference if you don't know metal. I mean, we should probably one day actually fill the binders. Putting the cards in the binders would be a good idea one day, I guess. Oh, I'm dropping everything. Speaking of which, before I continue, I'm going to take those 2 stacks of Surging Sparks and they're going to go in the box. That's where they belong. In the box. These are all temporal forces. Okay. You get back on top there. All right. That in there to hold the spot. We'll just do SSP. Oh. Non-hollow. I don't know if I like that right now. I might adjust that. I don't know if that's how I want to keep that, but we'll mark it off for now, just so I have something, right? At least that way, it tabs, it sticks out, I can see it. Fold it over, I know where it is. That works for me. Bueno. And this one, Surging Sparks, Reverse Hollows. Reverse Hollows. Perfect. And we're going to use another Surging Sparks one, because I know I got some. Beauty. All right. Perfect. All right. Next thing I want to do probably is I think I have enough temporal forces to fill the other boxes, or maybe I do Stellar Crown. How did the sets come out? Stellar Crown, Surging Sparks, right? That was the order. Oh, my camera froze. My camera froze. I'll fix it. We'll fix this. We'll fix this very quick. Oh, wrong one. Turn that off. Properties. I do know how to fix this on the fly. Oh, wow. I just really mucked up something. I can fix it. Can I fix it? There we go. All right, there. Let's see if this fixed. Everything is good. I'm back. There we go. Okay. Stellar Crown is not sorted as much as I'd like. I do have more Stellar Crown bulk there too. These are the Temple Forces, I think. I could be wrong. This box might be Temple Forces. The City of Flames. I have some more Circle Sparks and Stellar Crown right here. I might have to do that. What is this? Is this Temple? Paradox. These two are Paradox. Let's get these off the table. Okay. I think the best way to go here is we do a Temple Forces section of this box. Because I don't know where else to go with this right now, so. And I have a lot of Stellar Crown, I know I do. So maybe. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to put the Temporal Forces in here. It's fine. Temporal Forces was set 6. What came out before Temporal Forces? Paradox Rift, right? Yes. These are Temporal Forces. Yes, they are. That's Temporal Forces. Temporal Forces. What do we think of Temporal Forces? I think it's a good set. I think it's a very good set. To be honest, I think Shrouded Fable is a good set. As collectors, I think it's underrated. For playable cards, I think it's got some good stuff. And then once rotation happens, I think they might get a little bit better. But I'm sure. Oh no! I didn't put a box in to separate. Shit. Trip box? Trip box? You can probably do it. Bueno. All right. Where's my scissors? Yo, I'm making progress in sorting. Late night card sorting. I didn't think we were going to do this, but here we are. Can't use scissors on the wrong hand. That doesn't work. I learned that in kindergarten because I had a friend that was left-handed and I was not able to use his scissors. Sounds fucking crazy, but if you know, you know. That's how it works. What is this? Temporal Forces, right? Yes. TEF, Reverse Hollow. Ooh. Ooh. Reverse Hollow, Temporal Forces. I gotta be able to write smaller with a Sharpie. Not possible. Not possible. Temporal Forces non-hollow. Throw it in there. You know what? Any progress is progress, right? Then once everything's in the set spots, then I can start sorting. Can add more by numbers, all that kind of stuff. One small step in the right direction, I guess. All right. Cool. And I also have masking tape so I can mark off what's in the box. Right, let's Temporal forces in the front. Mm. Temporal forces, non and reversed hollow. That works for me. And this one on the other side, holy fuck, the box gets heavy. That's why I didn't get the big ones. Because they get really heavy, and then the boxes cave in. SSP, non-hollow, and reverse hollow. Dropping my tape. SSP, non, and reverse hollow. And that way I can mark off both sides if they're, I can put another sticker here because there's a divider, right? And just separate both sides. I literally have to start setting up a card store in here. There's so much fucking product. It's crazy. Holy shit. I've even dented this. Like, I haven't dented it. I bought 2 boxes. I filled basically one already. I haven't dented shit. I'm gonna need more boxes, that's for sure. I'm gonna buy some tomorrow. Let me just carry on, I guess. Or do we play another match? What time is it? 2:30. Like, I got lots of buddies. Lots of buddy poppers. But finally doing this is gonna actually let me wrap my head around what cards I own and what I don't. So I open so much that I don't remember where everything's gone, and I don't necessarily get everything into my binders. So it's gotta happen. Get this sorted out, get the boxes sorted, and then I can look through the binder, figure out what I'm missing, go into the boxes and go, oh wait, hey, I do have these cards. See, look, I have a like we just hit a hit. I don't even remember. You know what I mean? Like we just hit a gouging fire. What the fuck? I need that code. Like what? Like that's crazy. The gouging fire chilling. See, if I pull 3 hollows, I know that was a miss. Remember when I was sorting my cards and I forgot I traded for a Squawk and Wellspring? So it's like I got it out of a pack. Yeah, well, exactly, right? Like, damn, like Reverse Hollow Explorer's Guidance, not bad. We're gonna build a full Reverse Hollow Roaring Moon deck, maybe. Because I feel that's another deck right now that's kind of underappreciated. Maybe could see some play, just because it's all single prizers, right? Where are we? Ancient Box, Brilliant Blender. The only double 2 prizer you have is 1 Pecharon. So you're really not giving your opponent much, right? But at the same time, if they can item lock you, it hurts this deck. This deck is very item dependent. Dark Patch, Earthen Vessel, Nest Ball, Brilliant Blender, Pokey Gear, Super Rod, Nest Ball, Energy Retrieval, Ultra Ball. you know, like to supplement getting things out. Now, SATA, Explorer's Guide, and stuff like that. Like once you pop off, you pop off. Like Brilliant Blender is just to discard, Ultra Balls just to discard, things like of that nature. But nonetheless, Badoo does do a fair bit of work to that deck list, unfortunately. I think we finally hit the end of the Temporal Forces packs. That might be it. Whew! We did it. We got through Temporal Forces. For now. For now. Let's get it in the box. That's Surgeon Sparks. Temporal Forces. We can drop some of these boxes that are filler. And I definitely need to sort out everything behind me. The shelving and everything, for example, to get these boxes and all of my cards off of the floor into the shelf space. So I think, unfortunately, that means the vintage cards, not the vintage cards, I'm sorry, I apologize. The vintage consoles that I have down there are probably going to get closeted because I don't play them. I think it's just the best choice for them. What do we do next? I think we do Stellar Crown. Honestly, I think we do Stellar Crown. First things first. Let's get these out of the cart. Like, yeah, the 140 is honestly weird to hit too. I usually struggle to KO it, honestly, unless it's my bigger attack, you know. 140 for who? What are you talking about? Who has 140? Whose magic number is 140? Oh, the Roaring Moon. Oh, the 140 HP. Yeah, especially if they get Ancient Booster Capsule on it, it goes to what, 200, right? Ancient Capsule just kind of separates it as well. Now, the unfortunate part is Roaring Moon can only hit for a max, I think, of 330 or 300, 310. It's just, I think it's just shy of Dragapult and Charizard. I can't remember. So it is harder to hit some of the higher numbers with it, but the trade-off of fortune, like, of course, is you're only giving single prizers, right? So have more Stellar Crown packs here. Holy shit. Oh, what do we got in here? Trying to save the code cards. Really? Another one? Like, I just got cards. Like, there's another one that I didn't even realize I have a hit. It's just in packs, sitting in stacks, waiting to be found again. Crazy. Oh my god, I got bags of garbage to get rid of tomorrow. This is insane. I actually really do. Another one. Bro, we're getting hits off of hits we already hit. Kind of crazy. Actually, I do have some more Temporal Forces packs to open now that I think about it. Let's open the rest of those Temporal Forces packs too. These are Stellar Crown. Those are energies. Let's hit a couple of these packs and see what happens here. These are fresh ones. Is my music busted? What's going on? Is my music musicking? Oh yeah. Slowly, I guess. There we go. Come on, 3 a.m. luck. Sometimes magic happens at 3 a.m. for real. Like someone told me to go get the lone pack of Obsidian Flames out of my sealed collection, and it had a Charizard in it. I'm like, there's no way. I went and have one pack. I went and got it out of the binder, pulled it out, opened it, Charizard, SIR. Come on. Like, really? Let's see. The Bronzor, the Mightina, the Duosian, Haunter, Shaman, Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, Vikavolt. We got the Colossal, the Bramblegast, and the Miraidon. It's definitely not that pack. So we got to start being proactive in sorting this stuff out right off the bat. Temporal Forces, let's go. I'm calling Lightning Energy. Let's see what we got. Lightning, lightning, lightning. Let's go. Fighting. Womp womp. With the Girafarig. The Rosalia. Rosia? Cutiefly. Drillbur. Sharpedo. Oh. Metagross. Roserade. Ooh! We got a Latias. We got a Cinccino. Let's go. Very cool card. And a Drampa. Nice. Let's go. We got a hit. Very cool card. Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. And this is the last pack magic for tonight. Let's go. Lightning? Lightning. We got grass. Okay. We got the Bronzor, Mightina, Duosian, Haunter. This is how the last pack started. Future Booster, Iron Hands, Heavy Baton, Deerling, Carvana, and an Iron Thorns. That's okay. We got a hit. Cinccino's a cool card. Happy with that for sure. But we'll let's get this stuff in the box ASAP, as to not get behind on that. Okay. And that's more Stellar Crown. I feel like, if anything, what I should do for right now maybe I'll leave these as is. Because I'm going to have to use... Yeah. I don't know. I get 2 more boxes tomorrow and we do all the We do everything in its own box. Everything in its own box is probably the best way to go. Bro. Another hit. That's the second Lucario. This is just what I found tonight from stuff I pulled and left. Or no, we pulled these two. And these are cards that were just floating in my bulk. Crazy. Oh man, I have so many Stellar Crown packs here to keep opening. What time is this? 2:50. I think I should probably get ready for bed. I do got to be up and ready to go to locals. I'm gonna try to bring my full laptop. We're gonna do gonna do a traditional stream, as many as we can. And when I say traditional stream, I mean like this. My face layout. You see me, you see the hands, all that kind of stuff, rather than just like the mobile cam stream. It's just a nicer production value, I think. So means I gotta wake up earlier. Slow King. Maybe we run that. Start running that Slow King deck. Stellar Crown Slow King energy, that's for sure. There's another one. He's calling. He's a calling. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong stack. Look at that. I'm already messing it up. Messing up the whole operation already. I definitely dented the table tonight. Oh, that was a reverse hollow Snorlax. Slowpoke. Slow King. Slow King. Definitely dented the pile. Good. I wonder if we can at least finish the Stellar Crown pack. I guess if I've long forgotten about the pack and put it back in the package, and I open it, look through it again, is it like new? Is that like ripping it again? Because like I've never watched, like I don't remember, and it's a new pack to you guys every time, right? So it's kind of like a new opening. And I've been kind of stoked to find the hits. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there. garbage. I'm trying to get through it. Actually, fuck it. Let's bring this over. This is the last of the Stellar Crown packs from what I see. The table's coming along. I'm excited that this is getting sorted out. Finally. Still energy in that one? Really? Okay. I still want to throw the energy in the stack. I know I'm going to come across things that are already misorganized as I do it. It's going to be like a never-ending job, I think, as more product keeps going in.
Me and you and me was a dream at first. I got lost in your world, in your universe. I never thought our love would ever end. I messed up, made it worse, pushed you away. All that fighting and pain till you left one day. Wish I could take back all those things I said. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody
I have so many Stellar Crown build-in battle kits I have to sort out too. It's a lot of those. I think I bought a whole case of build-in battles at Stellar Crown launch. I went hard. So I definitely got the Crispins. Definitely got the Crispins. That's it for the Stellar Crown. Last one. All right. Alrighty, I think that's it for me tonight. It's 3 a.m. I gotta go to bed. We'll be playing tomorrow. We're gonna bring the laptop. We'll have a streaming set going on. So thank you to everybody for hanging out. Thank you, Nenjman. I appreciate it as always. Anybody always, jumping in and hanging out and chatting. I always appreciate it. So I gotta go to bed. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too, man. I gotta go to bed though. I'd like to stay on longer, but it's 3 a.m. Time flies. So we got some sorted out. We talked about some things. I think that Chen Pao. I think we're onto something. I think Chen Pao is gonna get revived. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Can colorless affect cards live on first floor? Can coldness affect cards live? Coldness affects all the cards. Yes, absolutely. The card, like, if I leave my window open, the cards will curl. Like this happens. Just picking it up straight up. This. Any storage tips? Try to keep moisture out. Moisture is what. So If you look up what happens to cards, it's basically like the humidity levels in the area you live, right? It's not even like the building, like it's like the area you live. Like these are naturally, this is how these are sitting. Um, Now it's because see these hollows are curling, right? So the problem here now is that these either have too much moisture in them or not enough moisture in them. If it's because of the cold, there's a chance that there's not enough moisture in them. Cold air is very dry, right? So, um, if you look up humidity boxes for like cigars, those are the things that people actually use to kind of help straighten the cards out. They'll actually straighten the card out like over a night. Or like the silica packets. There's a couple different ways to get cards to flatten out. Personally, myself, if you're, in like a relatively okay climate, not super, super humid, just put them in the binder and lay them down. Things in the cards in the binders laying down, minus 22 where you live currently. Yeah, like where I am, it's probably minus 10. Yeah, it's about minus 10 right now. Now, yeah, if I leave my window open all night and this room gets super cold, the cards are going to curl. If it gets super hot and it's humid, they're going to curl. Typically, the cards, though, in the binders, no issues. Another thing I will do is, like, if I have a box of cards, I have this. This is full of cards. I will literally just do this. I just sit a box of cards on top of the other ones, and that flattens them. And the weight of that keeps them relatively straight. And then when I need to go back to them, they're flat. So that's the one thing I've noticed in here is that I'm typically putting. So this is a stack of hits, isn't it? I see an area in here. Yeah, stacks of hits and stuff, older cards. So stuff like this again. I just throw the box on top of it to keep it all flat. More stuff I gotta sort through. So these are all Surging Sparks. Temporal Forces. I might have to sort this too. I just have acid free, not. Yeah, well, sleeving your cards is always good. Absolutely. Definitely approve of the message of sleeving your cards. But yeah, like sleeving the cards won't stop curling, right? So curling is a humidity is an atmospheric thing that you're gonna have to try to deal with, and everywhere is different, unfortunately. So, like I said, I cover things, but it's still hard. Now, the one positive thing that I can give you, gonna get a good storage box as well. Yeah, the one positive thing I can say about the curling is that it's treatable, right? It's not a damage to the card that's detrimental. If the card curls because of humidity, the card can curl back the other way because of the change in humidity. So the card's curling doesn't affect anything. Even if you send a card in to get it graded, the curling does not matter. They grade it anyways, and they ignore the curling because when it goes in the graded card slab, the slab basically flattens the card out anyways. So they don't actually care about that. Yeah, you were saying you had some cloudy cards as well. So it's interesting. That's SVI. What am I sorting here? Oh, damn, I have a Hero's Cape in here. There's another hit. So I've been finding hits all night. It's another. Look at the hits we found tonight. This is crazy. Just from sorting, this is the stuff we found tonight. Not bad. Now, these aren't all. These are Shrouded Fable. These aren't Temporal Forces. Put those two aside. Those are all Temporal Forces. This isn't even, this is Scarlet Violet. But that's also playable. Shrouded Fable. Okay, Shrouded Fable. Put that aside there. So Temporal Forces. I think even something else I've been trying to think of doing is because I have so many play sets of even like the commons, like throwing like 4 buddy buddies together in a pack and selling them on eBay just to clear this stuff out because they're playable. People will buy a play set of buddy buddies. I think they're like $3 to $5 a card. So you put like 4 buddy buddies together and charge someone like $6, buddy, they're gonna buy all your buddy buddy poffins. That's just it. You know, they're gonna scoop it all up because it's cheap. At least I can flip it and get it out of here. That's Obsidian Flames. That's not even, that's something entirely different. We'll put that there. Yeah, there's Obsidian Flames in the stack too. That's crazy. Well, Obsidian Flames, that's a sort for another day. Are these all Obsidian Flames in this stack? They are. Well, I'm going to sort out Obsidian Flames tonight. And I'm not sorting out Shrouded Fable. And grab some more boxes. I think I'm going to start with each box as its own set. Because I've already filled up half a box with Temporal Forces and half a box with Stellar Crown, and I have just as much of those sets to go through and put in. So I'm going to fill these boxes. Maybe I bring home another 4. I don't know. Maybe. But that's it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out. I mean, if you guys haven't given me a follow, think about it. We hang out a lot. We play cards. We play other games. By all means, it's always nice to have people. So that's it for me. I'm out of here, guys. You have a great evening. You guys have a good night's sleep. And I will be on tomorrow with some cards on the tabletop.